see a downturn. And at the end, that's good for the game.
Coach, you have messages to officials as well.
And there it is. Speaking of that, there's Dan Campbell. He's looking at his notes saying, okay, so no Yo Mama jokes, no flexing, and no handshake. Okay, all right. I got to talk no trash.
Whoa. You mean, how many did you put this?
Yes, 6 players going to the probability of being passed is 92%.
$500,000? We can buy a regular rocket ship!
No rocket ships.
Feel the NFL action like never before. Download the DraftKings Daily Fantasy app and play free for millions in prizes.
And this touchdown.
So, husband, I'm going to go with the front and rear forerunners. Yeah. I also went for the front line. It's perfect.
Wow, this is taking a long time, folks.
Hey, you see they got a bigger bump step? Nice. So, how about the play? Oh, yeah, both feet bounce. All stands.
The rules on the field says,
WeatherTech.com, the ultimate protection for your vehicle.
What's up? How's it going, everybody? You must be 18. Must have a profile picture. Everybody, I don't care if it's a Colts game or not. You must have a profile picture.
That's pizza with a purpose.
Get ready. It's time for the savings event of the year. The Home and Auto Bundle Extravaganza Save-A-Thon.
And this Home and Auto Bundle Extravaganza Save-A-Thon, there's no telling what's in my bundle.
Home and Auto Bundle Extravaganza Save-A-Thon. Bundle cars, trucks, colonials, bungalows, and that weird hot hero in the tent. So strike up the Home and Auto Bundle Extravaganza Save-A-Thon band with a deal that started forever ago and will probably never end. Home and Auto Bundle Extravaganza Save-A-Thon. Say it with me. Home and Auto Bundle. No one's leaving till you say it right.
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by Richards.
What's up, Redneck?
Rated as #1 for network quality in America, according to J.D. Power. #1 in reliability 16 times in a row. Most important in network quality 27 times in a row. Proving once again that nobody builds networks like Verizon. That's why we're building 5G right. That's why there's only one best network.
Look back on the Corona Hotline Show with Super Fan Jeremy's long season. How do you want? Well, I grab a Corona, go out, and I watch football. And that is it.
Brilliant. Find your game day good life.
Valtteri is sponsored by FanDuel. Make everyone more. Jersey Mike's subs. Be a sub above and by Winham Trucks. Motor Trends Truck of the Year for the 3rd year in a row.
Hey guys, earlier this week on Colts Community Tuesday, more than 150 volunteers from the Indianapolis Colts and other local partners teamed up to build a
You need a profile pic, bro.
playground and outdoor classroom at Sankofa School of Success.
And also a bio, but you're not going to do that. So
And there is
there you go. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Here's a player undrafted, by the way, averaging 6.5 yards per carry, second most carries on the team, of course, Lamar Jackson. And there's Joe Mixon. I talked to him before the season. He said, I'm the best running back in football, and I'll prove it. Right now, he's 3rd in the NFL in rushing this season.
Tennessee down 15 points at halftime. Give it to that man. Derrick Henry yesterday, last week in the second half, 147 yards and 3 touchdowns alone in 1 half. He is the man.
Chargers hope to run the football today against the Chiefs with Austin Eckler. He's run for 111 yards so far this year, 61 yards receiving. Now let's throw it to the legend, Jim Rome.
Thanks so much, Phil. Now, the reason everybody's been talking about the Bucs, the Rams, as a potential NFC Championship preview is because
Was I sleeping? No.
It would be so easy.
I've been up since like 6:30.
Defending world champs, because they are the defending world champs. Instead, I will choose our Matthew Stafford. Stafford's got a bad rap, and it's because he's played for a bad team. Lots of them, in fact. So, it was either stay and get your brains beaten in, retire in your prime like Barry Sanders and Megatron, or go to SoCal and play games that actually matter. And he finally has players, coaches, and an organization that actually matter. Rams 34, Bucs 30. Now, certainly,
Ain't no way.
on the Dallas Cowboys, and this time it's for all the right reasons. They gave the defending champs all they could handle. Then they beat the Chargers in their house, and they play in prime time tomorrow against the Eagles. And best of all has been the stunning return of Dak Prescott. Do you even remember that injury? It wasn't just season-ending, it was career-threatening. No, he was not as dynamic Sunday as he was in the opener, but he didn't need to be. And against the Bucs, he looked better than ever. He's already wrapped up the Comeback Player of the Year award and answered every question there was coming into the season. Well, except for one. What took Jerry Jones so long to get that deal done? Dak proved he is worth every last penny. And now, this guy will finally get the respect that he deserves both inside and outside the facility because of it. And there aren't too many things that we can all agree upon, but here are a couple. The NFC West is the fiercest division in the league, and the Arizona Cardinals are the most entertaining team in the league. And Kyler Murray might be the league's most electric baller. He's coming off a game where he threw for 400 yards, ran for 31, accounted for 4 TDs, and he still wasn't happy. He was already one of the most unique players I have ever seen, and now he's looking and acting like
I don't work on Sundays.
I am loading up on Kyler Murray's stock because if he can stay healthy, it says right here that he will be in the MVP race, and Arizona will just make the playoffs. They will do damage once they get there. And if I am wrong, my man Phil Sims will shave his head. But don't worry, Phil, I won't.
You can't shave that last.
No, I'm not going to shave my head. But you said you did. I said I was going to do that?
Yeah.
Man, you guys don't listen.
I'd love to see that vanilla milk shine. All right, we appreciate it, Jim. Thank you so much. Now, we know how you feel about the quarterback here at the table, but I want to get your take on the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now through the first 2 weeks of the season.
Thank you very much.
All right, here we go, guys. Number 5, the aforementioned Dak Prescott. You just heard, okay, Jim Long speaking about how great this guy is playing. 76% of his passes are completed. That's amazing. Number 4, you guys talked about Derek Carr. He's now the leader of the team. He no longer has to listen to John Gruden. And he's playing like it, so he's number 4. Number 3, Kyler Murray.
Because I can.
I didn't make an argument for that. Certainly, he has grown into being the leader that he is. 44 years of age, 9 touchdown passes.
No, it's not.
2 weeks of the season. This guy's
It's Sunday.
My guy, Patrick Mahomes.
But live your life to the fullest, buddy.
He's on pace now for another MVP. He's already thrown over 340 yards per game, 3 touchdowns per game, and he's going to have to put up lots of numbers because that defense is atrocious out there in Kansas City. And there is the aforementioned Patrick.
Wow.
That's right.
Go ahead, Nick. What do you got?
I like it. I like that. You know, I feel like Tom Brady could be number 1 though.
Come on. Of course. Tom Brady's won. If you watch the first 2 games, go ahead. I just, listen, I love Patrick Mahomes not as much as me. I love him. It's great. I didn't know how to talk about you did not put Lamar Jackson in that, what he did on Monday night, what he's done in these first 2 games, you did not put him as a top 5 guy for 2 weeks. You would not like Lamar Jackson.
I didn't say I didn't like him. I just said I had 5 guys that I rated up. Well, after the first 2 weeks, I mean, his team is 1-1. Oh, it's not about seeing record. We're talking about quarterback games.
Kansas City's 1-1.
Oh, yeah. We always got trolls in this live.
Why are you yelling at him, Phil?
Because I'm just trying to be honest. I said, he tells us every time he comes in here, I'm the best looking man there is. Let me tell you what, that was an ugly list. That's all I can say. Look, other than Tom Brady is number 1. Derek Carr can't play any better than him, so he should have been there too.
Yeah, I hear you on that. And listen, when you pick Patrick Mahomes, nobody's going to argue with it.
Right.
He's having a great season. Now, speaking of Patrick Mahomes, his receiver, Tyreek Hill, had a message to CBS.
I thought they said Fast and Furious don't like their movies. So they're going to be Fast 10. They're going to be Fast 9. They said they're going to be Fast 10.
Yeah, Fast and the Furious, Fast 10, and that's exactly what it is.
Well, he needs to step up today because he's only had 1 touchdown in the last 4 games against the Chargers. So the Chargers do something well to keep him out of the game. And I think with Derwin James, as you pointed out earlier in the show today, healthy on that defense, that puts a little bit of pressure on Travis Kelce to come up with a big game here as well. And the other guys, you talk about hybrid safeties like Derwin James. Tyrann Mathieu is the same. These 2 safeties really are kind of hybrid guys. And I think Tyrann Mathieu has to step on that defensive side of the ball. We talked about their troubles against the run. But you know what? Justin Herbert's going to throw the ball, so I think Tyrann Mathieu has to be a factor in this game.
All right, let's get to some upset specials. Bill, you're up first.
Okay, I want to know. One last week, I'm taking Minnesota over Seattle today.
I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers over the San Francisco 49ers.
All right.
Taking the Bengals over the Steelers. Well, surprise, surprise.
Okay, I'm going with the New Orleans Saints over the New England Patriots. I'm not giving up on New Orleans. Not yet. You don't give that feel?
Yeah, I hear you, but you like to step out there. You know, that's the time you're wrong, but that's
All right. Hey, but listen, I feel like we're going to have some good games today. But obviously, our eyes are on Patrick Mahomes, that's for sure. For those who are getting the 4 o'clock game today, we'll be back with more after a quick timeout. For those who love game games, the kickoff is just a few minutes away. We'll get you out to your game next.
Huh. Wonder if Carson Wentz is going to play like today. No, yeah, makes me wonder something. You ain't got no business being here, though. Sorry, buddy. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Hard work? Sure. Guesswork? No thanks. Because when you're on a mission, you want to get it right the first time. That's where the Home Depot comes in. With an app to rent and reserve the right tools with just a tap. With convenient image search options. And with the ability to see how something looks in your space before you even buy it. It's how
I don't know.
Home Depot takes the guesswork out of
Anybody.
the Home Depot app. On tours.
Whoever I decide to block.
So, if you have a flat tire, dead battery, need a tow, or not keys in the car, Cargo's emergency roadside assistance is there 24/7. Oh dear, I've got a flat tire. Yeah, can you find a tape where it's a bit more dramatic on that last line, yeah? Yeah. Someone help me! I have a flat tire! Well, good for me, what do you think?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. My work has been viewed by 100 million.
Oh, I've been blocking them since the start of the live.
My work helps save lives. My work is not platinum. My work gives people hope. My work is FedEx.
Take your career to the next level with one of our many open positions.
Allergy suppressant. Bedtime aids. It's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. And in a clinical study, after just 1 day, 90% of powerful 24-hour relief. So, be wise home. Take Zysol at night. Pizza Hut's Detroit-style pizza is back. Same crispy crust, cheese all the way to the end, and the sauce still on top. Okay, now I'm hungry. Detroit-style pizza. Create your own pick from 3 signature recipes. No one at Pizza Hut.
Thursday night football is only on NFL Network. And here we battle between number 1 picks. Trevor Lawrence makes his Jaguars primetime debut. Joe Burrow and the Bengals are ready to steal the show. Jaguars, Bengals, Week 4 starts here. Thursday night football, Thursday at 8 only on NFL Network.
The NFL Today on CBS is presented by Union Trucks. Mueller Trent's Truck of the Year for the 3rd year in a row.
Welcome back to the NFL Today, and now Amazon takes you out to the sights and sounds of the game between the Colts and the Titans. Let's get you out to Nashville with our announcers, Andrew Catalan, James Lofton, and Michael Brady.
Nate, thank you. Beautiful day in Nashville for a divisional matchup between the Titans and Colts. And the big question all week, would Carson Wentz start? The answer is yes. And hi everyone, welcome to week 3 of the NFL CBS alongside the Hall of Fame.
1 second, guys.
I'm Andrew Catalan. Michael Brady joins us coming up. Frank Reich said that on Monday he thought there was no chance that Carson Wentz would play today. But Wentz worked out in the field pregame. He is active. He will start. We've watched him go through his warm-ups. What version
We don't know. That's the good thing about Carson Wentz. We never know what we're going to get from him. Look, last week versus the Rams, 20 of 31, 247 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. It's garbage.
This offensive line, which is touted as one of the best in the National Football League, they've given up 6 sacks and 20 quarterback hits through the first 2 ball games.
We were in Seattle last week for the Titans' dramatic come-from-behind victory. And Mike Vrabel said the way that Tennessee played in the second half and overtime is their identity. And that all starts with Derrick Henry.
Not only their identity, but I would also have to say perhaps their meal plan. Because when you think about Derrick Henry, he is their meal ticket. He can run, and he's even thrown catching into his arsenal. But if you're going to feed the king, you better make sure that you give him a meal that he can feast off of. And if you look at the first 6 ball games of the year this year, it has been famine. And look at those numbers. Only 93 yards rushing for a game and a half. But then you turn on the film from the second half last week. 147 yards, 3 rush touchdowns, and it has been a feast. And that's the feast that has turned Derrick Henry into a back-to-back rushing title guy, and only the 8th player in NFL history to run for 2,000 yards.
And Danico Autry will be going against his former team today.
Yeah, and you don't want to talk about revenge until the game is over. So Danico Autry, he's going to have to be level-headed. He'll be excited, but he did leave for greener pastures and more money to come to the Titans.
All right, James, let's take a look at your keys to today's game.
Well, the lofty goals are sometimes pretty easy, but they're not easy to accomplish in the game. For the Colts, they need to play the takeaway.
What's up? How's it going?
Mention about protecting the passer, which is even more important with Carson Wentz limited today. And the Titans, they're going to get him 20 carries. It sounds easy, but you just have to continue to get the ball. And defensively, limit those explosive pass plays. The Titans have given up 300 yards average in the first 2 ball games.
Indy has won 8 of the last 9 here in Nashville. Kickoff is coming up. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Is the toughest person in America. Tough as nails.
Returns Wednesday, October 6th.
Never heard of it.
CBS.
Stephen gives Jon Stewart the Colbert Questionnaire Monday on CBS.
Okay, what's up? How's it going? One of the greatest. That's probably why I never heard of it. I don't listen to metal.
Weather updates at the start of each newscast.
I'm good. I'm good.
Your exit strategy. All your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs. Toyota, let's go places.
The NFL is back, and DraftKings latest offer is a sure thing. So we got former automatic NFL kicker Martin Gramatica to break it down. Martin?
Bet just $1 on any NFL game, get $150 automatic, no matter what.
That is Automatica, Martin Gramatica.
It's no stressing, Jesse.
Download the app, sign up with the promo code. Bet $1 to get $150 automatically, and make it rain with an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
Thank you for sharing a lot. Appreciate it.
No, it's not a sign of weakness. It's really a sign of strength.
People sometimes don't want to talk about mental health. They don't want to talk about problems they might have that aren't physical. But those
Nope, I am
problems
not
are
sleepy.
real.
I had this disease, and
Yes, I am okay.
that I had to explain myself or prove myself in certain situations.
Sometimes we're not feeling good, not having a good day, but through the music, I'm able to have a good day by expressing
That's right.
something that feels good to you and passion and others.
One of my
It's me.
favorite phrases to share, not only with kids and anybody's inside, so much as outside. We are creating conversation
Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. No, you cannot. Sorry about you.
Dear exit strategy. All your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Top
Toyota.
dog, how's it going? I didn't even see you come in here. No. You're not gonna get it. So you're just wasting your time at this point. But alright, now to what we're really coming here for. Some football.
It's an early season divisional showdown between the Titans and Colts. Kickoff is moments away.
Top dog.
On CBS.
You're watching the NFL on CBS. They always say kickoff at 1 o'clock. Try more like 104, 105, somewhere between there.
It's a good day to start something.
Because at 1 o'clock they're playing all these stupid ass commercials.
To brush away gray in 5 easy minutes.
They never start on time.
And always put your best face forward. Just for men, mustache and beard.
Introducing high-low.
Unfortunate. And nothing's going on with it. He thinks he's going to talk me into getting one, and he's not.
All right, Boomer, I'm going to focus on rushing yards. For the high, give me the Ravens. Their running game has been unstoppable so far this year.
Nope.
And for the low, I'm going with the Steelers. The offensive line can't block. They can't gain yards rushing.
You don't like football.
Coach Cowher's not going to be happy with those
And you're a moderator in here?
Now, for total score, I'm going to take the high.
Oh, God.
Because Kyle Murray and company are firing on all cylinders in the playing Jaguars. And for the low, because the offensive line needs a ton of work.
It's not too late. Make your picks for a shot at our $1 million grand prize. You still got about 15 minutes.
We might have trouble on our hands, guys. You don't like football. Now, can we actually start the game? It's supposed to start at 1 o'clock. Now you're sitting here playing all these stupid ass commercials. Alright, come on, Colts. Don't suck ass. I mean, your quarterback already does, so who gives a shit, right?
The decision to start Carson Wentz came shortly after he warmed up earlier today. I asked Coach Frank Reich what he needed to see from Carson in order to make that determination, and he said confidence. I need Carson Wentz to look me in the eye and tell me that he's good to go. If there was any hesitancy in any way, he would not be playing in today's game. I watched Carson during warm-ups a little bit earlier. You could tell he wasn't 100%. That was a t-shirt and shorts. Now both ankles heavily taped. Wanted to see how he holds up against his Titans defense that wants to bring the pressure on him.
Oh, god damn. Against this Titans defense. Everybody's hyping up the Titans. Oh, god. The Titans are 1-1. They're looking to have another winning season. Good job. Oh, god. We got to do it. Fucking Ryan Tannehill.
Tennessee coming off that big second half in overtime in Seattle a week ago. Ryan Tannehill did not throw a touchdown or run for a touchdown, but 7 rushing touchdowns since the start of last year. We know he can do
Penn State. I don't watch college football. Alright, here we go. First down and 10. Gay ass Ryan Tannehill. Here we go. He's going to go empty set. Of course he is. No, he's not. Ew, you got the King Henry back there. Alright, here we go. He's going to fake the handoff. Throw it in. You get nothing, you little bitch. There you go. That's how I think of it.
So, A.J. Brown coming off a disappointing game in Seattle where he was targeted 9 times, only had 3 catches.
I gotta keep an eye on that, the Steelers game. Make sure the Steelers don't win. No, redneck, no. Alright, here we go. Tennessee, first down 10. Gonna hand it off to Henry, and Henry's gonna go nowhere like he deserves. Nowhere. Alright, the Patriots and the Saints doing battle there. I like the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, they're playing the Patriots today. Oh boy. Alright, the Ravens and Lions. Alright, here we go. Third down and 9. 14:23 left in counting. Here we go. Here we go with gay-ass Ryan Tannehill. Oh, yeah, third down and 9. Oh, boy, he's going to take forever snapping the fucking football. And here we go. Ball is snapped. Going to fake the handoff play. Oh, and down he goes. God damn, DeForest Buckner. Oh no, that was not DeForest Buckner. But boy, oh boy, Bobby Okereke got in there looking like a goddamn. He was killing it. Through the first 3 games, you've allowed 10 sacks. Oh, and you just got blocked. You just got blocked. You just got muted. You just got booted. You just got booted, boy. Yeah, yeah. Have a good day. Oh, the Steelers have the ball. It's second down and 6 at Pittsburgh's 29. All right. You gotta really keep an eye on that. I don't know, whoever that troll was, I don't know, Huey 1818, I don't know, shit. Alright, 13:30 left in the Steelers game. I hope the Bengals hand them their second loss of the season. What's up, Redneck? How's it going? I blocked him. Yeah, I don't blame you. Alright, here we go with garbage ass Carson Wentz. The rest of the team's pretty good, but Wentz is sucking. Alright, here we go, Wentz. Oh, look at that Doyle in motion. Jonathan Taylor to his right. Got a hand. Nope, fakes the handoff. Throws it to Doyle, and Doyle dropped the ball. Of course.
Colts once again without their starting right tackle, Braden Smith. He is out with a foot strain, according to Frank Wright. So Julian Davenport gets the start. We could see Matt Pryor in at right tackle as well.
What I thought was interesting, Frank Wright told us that he had the same game plan that he was going to have for Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Alright, here we go, Wentz. Taylor to his left. Here we go. No, not fake the handoff on second down and 10. And that's a gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards. Third down and 8, maybe 7 coming up. God damn. Yep, I sure did. Alright. Alright, here we go. Third down and fucking 8. What can Wentz do here? Mess up the game? Of course he can. That's all he knows how to do. Taylor in the backfield. To Wentz's right. Wentz changes the play. 7, 6, 5. Of course, he's going to take forever snapping the fucking ball too. Ball is snapped. Pressure is coming. Wentz throws. Incomplete. 4th down and 8. A punt coming for the Colts. Jesus Christ. This is beginning to get on my nerves. I'd have better luck filming the Cowboys-Eagles game than I would doing a play-by-play reaction to this. Alright, this game has started off pretty fucking boring, as we have a punt coming from the Indianapolis Colts, as it's 4th down and 6 at Pittsburgh's 29-yard line. The Cowgirls, yeah, the Cowgirls. Alright, looks like Pittsburgh's going to be punting the ball on their opening drive. So much for them doing so good, right?
Our best deals on every iPhone, including
See here, that's the Bengals. Let's see here. How did Big Ben do on that first drive? He was 1 for 2 for 5 yards.
our deals are
Nigel Harris was 1 carry for 4 yards.
Existing customers, our best deals on every iPhone, including the Epic iPhone
Carlos Claypool was 1 reception for 5 yards. All right, redneck.
Now you're winning with the Kings Christmas.
Today, let's paint with New Bear Dynasty so that you can be proud of your walls.
What's up? How's it going? You must have a profile picture. If you don't have a profile picture, I will. Well, never mind. That's not TikTok appropriate. So I can't say that.
Go ahead.
standard color.
It's also scuff resistant.
Introducing Bear Dynasty, the best of Bear, exclusively in the Home Depot.
But how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing on this wonderful, wonderful Sunday afternoon? Thank you. Appreciate that, buddy. Oh, nope, that's not a buddy. Appreciate that, though. What's up?
Bud Light Seltzer. No beer, just great taste.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, isn't it?
Addiction is a guilt. It's not loving too much for it just to be how your story is.
A New Neighborhood, Monday at 8, 7 Central on CBS.
Tennessee giving up a sack on its first possession. Taylor Lewan back in left tackle had a rough opener against the Cardinals, allowed 2 sacks. And then last week in pregame warm-ups, injured.
I'm good. How are you? And I'm just watching this horrible ass game between Ryan Tannehill, one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL, and arguably the worst quarterback in the NFL, Carson Wentz.
Once again, going back to your point about A.J. Brown having 3 drops last week, you want to get the ball in his hands early just so that he gets comfortable, that he can get involved in the game plan, and he can be somebody that you can go to in that second, third, fourth quarter. Mike Vrabel, after last week's win, is now 9-2 after double-digit
Oh boy, here we go, Tannehill. Second down and 7. What the fuck's gonna happen here today? Oh, that's right. We're gonna pitch it to King Henry, and Henry's gonna go nowhere.
On the first half last week, Derrick Henry only 35 yards rushing, and then he poured it on after halftime, averaging 6.7 yards per carry. And for Derrick Henry, it's those explosive runs, Andrew. You could have 10, 20, 30.
Got some coffee. That's awfully disgusting, but okay.
3rd down and 3.
Alright, here we go with the horrible ass defense the Indianapolis Colts do have. Oh boy, and Tannehill's gonna run it. Of course he gets the first fucking down. Of course, yeah. Totally. Kentucky 2021, how's it going?
I mean, everybody in this stadium was anticipating a slide. Not only us, but also the Colts. And right there, a little move at the end of the play, a little wiggle. Yes, he did play wide receiver. He always talks about that. But that was a sweet.
All right, here we go. Ryan Tannehill. All right. Here we go. First down and 10, Tennessee. Tannehill looks close, complete. King Henry, and Henry goes nowhere as usual. Well, if you click the profile picture and click it again, it'll take you straight to my account. If you want to look at that.
Andrew, I told you that he wasn't a real receiver at practice on Friday. I almost have to take it back. I watched him catching balls from his position coach, but then I watched him throw the balls back. So Derrick Henry is a dual threat running. He can catch it and he can throw it.
All right, here we go, Henry. And Henry goes nowhere again. I think the Titans are beginning to realize that Henry's not going to do any good to run the football, so you might as well just give up on it. There you go, send his fat ass to the sideline. That's probably what's best for his health anyway. Now, buddy, you just stay your fat ass on that sideline, and we'll have a good game, okay? Alright, 3rd down and 4. Ryan Tannehill all back there by his lonesome, where he deserves to be. Hopefully somebody breaks his fucking ribs. But anyway, here we go on 3rd down and 4. Tannehill throws! Incomplete.
It's 4th down and 4. And Mike Vrabel is keeping the offense on the field. You've got to give A.J. Brown a 50-50 ball.
You too. You too, bro.
Use his size over Kenny Moore, who's only 5'9", and you got A.J. Brown at 6 feet, 225 pounds. Let him be more physical, not just get pushed into the boundary, because he's not going to outrun Kenny Moore very often.
Oh, wow. Ryan Tannehill is going to go for it here on 4th and 4. Here we go, Tannehill. Going to look complete. Oh! Hear me fucking Christ. Would you look at that? Would you? Just look at it. Would you?
Where you try and scrub the defender off, and you have the crossers, and Julio Jones is an easy target once he gets away from that man-to-man coverage. He's big, he's going to catch the ball in stride, and he's good after the catch. So the drive continues.
All right, 1st down and 10. Tannehill. King Henry is back out there, even though he hasn't done shit today. But anyway. Oh, yeah.
Julian Blackman finally able to bring down Derrick Henry, but it's 1st and goal for Tennessee. You know, we listen to people talk about how do you tackle Derrick
This is
Henry
just
when
great.
you get the hamstring tackle. Well, if you're 15 yards down the field and Derrick Henry's coming at you, you want to survive the tackle. And that time, you survive the tackle if you're Julian Blackman. A 19-yard run for Derrick Henry. 1st and goal for Tennessee.
What's up? Welcome back, Redneck. Alright, here we go. 1st down and goal. Tennessee has the ball. Right there. Right there is King Henry, and he goes nowhere. Nowhere. What is up, Kristen? Your Steelers have a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, and they are still tied at 0.
Tennessee has scored points.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You're playing against arguably one of the worst teams in the NFL, and you still yet have no points. That is sad. That is just blatantly sad. Alright, here we go. Tannehill gonna pump fake. Throw! No, you little...
But there it is. Tannehill realized it wasn't there right after the play action fake. Get us to 3rd down. Give your offensive coordinator a chance.
No, I do not. I cannot stand their guts. I wouldn't care if Big Ben dropped dead right there in the middle of the damn field. Wouldn't care one bit. Don't affect me. He's old and washed up anyway. He needs to retire. Look, Redneck, you got a little buddy in here who likes your stinky ass Steelers. Alright, Tannehill, I can't stand your ass either, so you might as well just drop dead right there.
Chester Rogers just giving a little tease.
T.Y. Hilton single after the touchdown reception.
He spent 4 years with the Colts, scoring 5 touchdowns. This is his first as a Titan.
And it was quickness against quickness. Kenny Moore matched him against Chester Rogers. Little spin of the ball. Come on, show us the T.Y. there.
It's Golden God for the extra point, and it is good. What a try by
Look at that. 1st and 20 at Pittsburgh's 10.
covering 71 yards. And here's
How
your
horrible do you
answer,
have to be
James Lofton.
to have a 1st and 20 against the
7-0
Bengals?
Titans.
Just saying.
The all-new Honda Civic is designed to move. In fact, current driver is called the Civic.
Just
more fun to
saying.
drive than top competitors. Because it
But anyway, guys, how are you guys doing
the
today?
Civic is the quickest around the track. With more power and sharper handling than its rivals. The all-new Honda
Colts
Civic
are off to a bit of
all
a...
kinds of fun. Get a great deal on the Civic. Contact your Honda dealer today or shop online.
I'm game day ready. Let's do this. Jump into chips.
Dealing with Landon? Yeah. I think I'm going to stay live after this game and stream the Bucks and Rams game. So if y'all want to stick around for that one, you can. Absolutely. Thank you, Redneck, for the likes. Appreciate that.
We're a little closer to the airport than we thought.
I'll also be live
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Saving us so
for...
Morning, Ted.
For
Alright.
bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Yeah, it's on. Okay.
Just for me? Well, actually,
I might stay live for that game. Can we see the game? No, that is copyright. And you can't get in trouble for that. It is, by the NFL, prohibited. So no, I cannot show the game. Hey, speaking of some food,
NFL on CBS is sponsored by Coors Light. Made to chill.
I'll wait till after this goes to commercial again.
Subway.
Alright, throw down in 23 for your Steelers.
Honda.
In Big Ben. And Big Ben is 2 of 4 for 8 yards. How horrible.
Back in Nashville,
Third down and 23 at Pittsburgh 7.
On the season, the Titans have only led for a total of 1 minute and 34 seconds. So a rare lead early in the year. Tennessee's Isaiah Rodgers on the return. Rodgers is brought down by Matthias Harley, another former Colt. Queen Latifah returns to the new season on the hit drama The Equalizer. It premieres Sunday, October 10th on CBS.
Alright, here we go. Carson Wentz. And the Colts have the ball. Oh, damn.
Who's the number one receiver?
Yeah, nobody. Nobody's the number 1 receiver in this league. You just got a goddamn whole bunch of fucking... Alright, here we go. Wentz motions. I don't know who the fuck that is. Taylor is gonna go, boy, go! Yeah, hell yeah! Show him who's boss. Show him who's boss, boy. We all know who's boss. It's us. We're the boss. We are the Titans' daddy. We are the Titans' daddy. Point blank. Alright, 9 Pines is in the game. Alright, here we go. Trips to the top. Wentz gonna drop back. Wentz throws it away.
Well, it could also be roughing the quarterback the way that they drove him into the turf.
Central rally. Opposite two. Bring up penalties. Up and down.
It is the second pressure that we've seen him just really get rid of the football, Andrew. So here's a quarterback who's out there realizing, I'm a sitting duck. I cannot move and get out of the way adequately enough. Watch forward and trying to move off of that right foot and gingerly trying to get out of the way after.
Just get rid of Carson Wentz. God damn, you're just as worthless as the next one. You're just as worthless as fucking Philip Rivers was last year. Huh.
From Crookshank, but he holds on for a 10-yard gain.
It is 125 right here where I live. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Wentz. Ball snap. Wentz looks, throws.
Drive on the football, balls high, should be where Pittman can just go up and snag it, but a good job in coming through with the arms and separating the ball out, and both players go to the turf.
Christian Fulton continues his nice start to the season. 4 passes completed on the year that leads the team. There's Rogers on the return. Already caught the touchdown. Nearly broke that one. But Odom was there for the Colts. 7-0 Tennessee on CBS.
Not all 5G networks are created.
Alexa, call mom. Do you not listen to it? Alexa, call mom. Took you long enough. It's not even ringing. Alexa, hang up.
There is no active call.
Alexa, call mom.
Calling mom's mobile machine.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Rodgers with a neck injury. Hoping to return sometime soon.
All right, here we go.
Second and 11. Tannehill over the middle. Caught by Makita. He's upended by Blackman. That is the first time this season that Ryan Tannehill has thrown a pass in the lead. Third down and 2. This is something we saw Tennessee do last week on third down. No holes in the defense. Can't get the blitz package on the field. Henry.
There are times as a running back where you're going to read, you're going to say, okay, I bounce it to the outside. But Derrick Henry right there realized I need to pick up the necessary yardage so that we can convert this third down into a first down. So take all your weight, take your shoulders, your lower, and you go and you make a hole. That's what Derrick Henry did on the last snap.
A.J. Brown has not been out there so far on this drive. Tennessee does not even have the helmet on. 2.5 to go in the opening quarter.
Good, you.
But James, go back to that third down, no huddle, something we saw last week. That was a smart strategy. I'm surprised more teams don't do that.
It really is because now.
Second down and 10. Come on, boys. Let's win this game by triple digits. Let's score 89 on this son of a bitch. Justin Herbert's 4 for 5 for 15 yards. Tennessee is currently winning time of possession with 9 minutes and 32 seconds. Here we go! Tannehill getting out of the pocket! What the fuck?
3-yard pickup. Tannehill threw for 347.
No friends are live. I wonder why. Everybody's watching football, praising Jesus, probably. Alright, here we go. 1:57 left in the first. Damn, the Colts are down by 7. Third down and 4. Here we go. Chester Rogers in motion. We used to have him on our team. Now he's with the Titans, a former division rival. Alright, here we go. Tannehill, third down and 4. Pressure is coming. Steps up, gets rid of it. Incomplete. Oh, motherfuck!
Tannehill once again did not have a receiver to go to. Michael Pruitt was in a tight end and he blocked his way out. He blocked one of the pass rushers. Then he was open short, but it would have only been for a 2-yard gain. So Tannehill took his time, looked down the field, and was picked up with the pass interference call.
Colts have been the only team in the league to have a defensive penalty this season. That is their first of the year.
It doesn't matter if it's our first or not. Good. Break his fucking ribs.
Derrick Henry told us
3rd and 2 at Pittsburgh 17.
after his 41 touches in Seattle, Monday and Tuesday were a little slow. Derrick Henry took him a while to recover.
And we asked Mike Vrabel about giving players rest days. And he said,
Come on, Colts. Let's go.
rest day. But then again, I never had 31 touches.
Somebody needs to make a play. Alright, here we go. 3rd down again. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on.
All right, we got an injury update on A.J. Brown. Here's Michael Whitney.
Come on, baby. The Colts have a 3rd down. We're going to win the division. 0-2 or not, we're going to win the division. Because the Titans are going to go 5-12. 5 wins. Just 5 wins for the Titans. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 7. Tannehill drops back, looks, pump fakes, throws! Intercepted, bitch! Ah! To all you Titans fans out there. Tannehill threw it right to him. Just here you go. Here you go, Mr. Leonard. You can have that in football. You can have it. Just keep it, why don't you? Just keep it. Come on, Wentz. Great starting field position. Make something out of it, why don't you, you piece of white trash? Come on, boss. Taylor in the backfield. Here we go. We got ourselves a fucking game here today, boys. Look at how he's running the football. That's why. He that way out here doing this motion. Look, the Bengals scored a touchdown. Bengals! Bengals! Bengals are garbage, and the Steelers are letting them lead the game. First quarter, 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in that Steelers game in the first quarter.
Even yours, wow. Just anyone know? Yeah. Man, he's just sold out. For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado, didn't have the fighting spirit to draw out his passion, he never would have turned Chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools,
Make sure you all give this account right here. Hold on a second. Right. Well, I think never mind, guys.
that's the fighting spirit. That's
Never
what makes it
mind.
Look out for those fighting spirit.
Emily used to let nothing come between her and WNBA action.
Emily.
Thank you.
Then Emily got YouTube TV. Now her live TV can also record all of everything. No cable box needed. This is the happiest Emily's ever been.
Always this happy.
Same live TV and unlimited DVR, live alerts, so much better. YouTube TV. Try it free.
Make sure you all tapping that screen. Tap, tap, tap. Tap away. Come on, boys. Tap away. Tap, tap, tap. Let's go, let's grow. Tap that screen. Tap, tap, tap. Tap that screen. Tap, tap, tap. Come on, it says I have 2 people in here.
Beautiful day in Nashville. Start of the second.
Come on, tap, tap, tap. All right, here we go. Carson wins. Let's go. Come on.
Goes in motion to open up the second. It's play action. Wentz locates Taylor. Blockers in front into Tennessee territory. Finally taken down by Rashawn Evans at the 46.
3rd down.
All right, James.
But it's 3rd down and short, so I ain't worried about it.
As you look with those ankles to you.
There is a constant theme from the Tennessee Titans to pressure Wentz. He hasn't really been able to get out of the way. You can almost sense a little panic there even on that screen.
Come on, guys. Tap that screen. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's grow.
So Wentz,
Tap that screen.
he's out there, he's being attacked.
Tap, tap, tap. Come on, guys. All right, here we go.
That's what Wentz told us last night. That's what he loves about Michael Pittman, how physical he is.
Come on, guys. Let's not fuck this game completely up. Let's just fuck it up a little bit. Day by day, minute by minute, year by year. Okay? Wonder who's winning that. 3rd and 11 at Pittsburgh's 24. Boy, oh boy. Alright, here we go. Hines is about 2 yards, 2nd down and 8.
Daney had that big sack of Russell Wilson, controversial sack in overtime.
2nd down and 8, boys. Come on, boys. Make sure y'all are tapping that screen. Tap, tap, tap. Let's go. Let's grow. Come on, tap that screen. Tap, tap, tap. Tap that screen. Tap, tap, tap. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 8. Wentz, empty set. Motions Hines to the backfield. Gonna flip it to Hines, and Hines is gonna work his way for a 3rd down and short. 3rd down and 1. Maybe 3rd down and inches. Maybe. Come on, boys. Tap that screen. Let's go. Let's grow. Come on, tap that screen. Don't be shy all your life. Tap that screen. Tap, tap, tap. Let's go, let's grow. Tap, tap, tap. Alright, here we go. Wentz, they're down 1. 12-15 left in counting. Here we go. Wentz motions. I don't know who that is. Hands off to Hines. Oh, no, that was Taylor, and it has another 1st down.
Let's have an NFL Today update back in New York. Here's our quarterback.
Another Colts 1st down. Oh, yeah, the Chargers are in the lead. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. The Chargers are winning it all today, boy. They're going to blow the Chiefs out 45-3. Oh, fuck.
On the field, it is Quentin Nelson who's been dealing with a back injury. We'll step aside and come back in a moment.
Oh, that's just great. Just great. Quentin Nelson's injured. Great. Great, great, great. Come on, boys. You got to start tapping that screen. That one person that's in here, you need to comment down below. Thank you. And if you don't want to comment, please leave. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's me. Gonna go ahead and, well, welcome back, Redneck. Welcome back. Go ahead and send myself some likes since nobody else wants to. Thank you, Redneck. Appreciate that, buddy. We're on commercial right now. That's why it's muted. Not you. You can leave, Chris. You can leave, buddy. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Thank you, Redneck. Appreciate that, buddy. No, 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 no. Shutting down. Oh, it died. Damn it.
There he is right there. Keep an eye on that right leg. It's rolled up on, and this is where offensive linemen, everybody always fears getting rolled upon from behind.
Chris Reed has come in to play left guard, and Pryor is currently at right tackle. Quick pass, Pittman trying to get him in space. They do inside the 20 and taken down by Landry at the 15-yard line. 12-yard pickup for Pittman.
Great job by Mo Alley Cox here.
You going to get yourself on the FYP? Oh well. I ain't worried about the FYP. Are you worried about it?
His father, Michael, 11 seasons in the NFL, running back, won the Super Bowl with Tampa Bay, and Pittman coming off.
There you go. All right, here we go. First down and 10.
Last week.
Wentz hands off to
Hines.
Hines.
And down to the 9-yard line. Evans, another tackle. So now the Colts in the red zone, which has not treated them kindly so far this year. 8 red zone drives, only 3 touchdowns. 5th worst percentage in the NFL.
When you look at your red zone, you're trying to get size matchups or you're trying to get separation.
All right, here we go. Here we go, boy. Bye. All right, Wentz. Hines to his right. Touchdown. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I have no clue. What's up, Top Dog? How's it going? How's it going, Top Dog?
With all eyes on Carson Wentz, you're trying to get after the passer. That handoff, it was almost a little slow because Carson Wentz is getting it, couldn't get a grasp on it, and that drew all the defensive linemen in.
Yep, nice touchdown.
It just shows that speed to get to the bottom.
Frank Reich said, look, real small sample size in the red zone so far. A guy by the name of Aaron Donald blew up a couple of our red zone plays. He said maybe a couple tweaks, but we like what we do in the red zone, and they prove it right there. Darius Leonard, the interception, and that leads to the touchdown run from Naheem Hines. We are tied at 7.
Not yet. Top Dog, how many different accounts you got, buddy?
Top-rated app that lets you deposit checks and transfer money anytime, anywhere. Banking with Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like...
I'll take Barkley.
Yes! Yep, even easier than that. What's in your wallet?
I got you this. iPhone 13 Pro? Just for me? Well, actually, Verizon's giving one to everyone when they trade in their older damaged phone. Okay, so every sister will get this. Every customer, new and old, can get iPhone 13 Pro on us. Plus up to $500 when you switch.
I know the best coffee spot in town. I can make a rustic cabin feel modern. I am a guidebook for guests. I can make it indoors and
2 at the moment. Okay, because you're a moderator, I think, on your main account. I don't know.
I am a verbal host.
A new home and new projects go hand in hand. With the Home Depot app, you'll pick it up in no time. You can pick up new skills in our Homeowner 101 workshops. Pick up new power tools with a tap. Pick up the things you need at our convenient lockers. Or even pick them up right from your doorstep. Pick up more of what you need so you can do more.
You on your backup?
The Home Depot app. How doers get more done.
Yeah. My backup ain't till 1K yet, so I can't be on my backup.
Download the NFL app today.
Not yet, at least.
Hey, what's up? This is Nate Burleson at our new
once I get my backup account to 1K, I'll start doing NFL play-by-play reactions on there. But till then, I gotta do them on here.
NCIS moves to Mondays, followed by a new
Which is alright, I mean, I don't care.
starting at 9, 8 Central on CBS.
Week 3 continues later today on CBS and Fox. Then tonight on NBC. Tune in tomorrow for Monday Night Football on ESPN. Stream games on mobile with the Yahoo Sports and NFL apps.
Make sure you guys are there for that Packers 49ers game.
Carson Wentz 4 for 4 for 35 yards on that drive. A 9-play drive culminated by the touchdown run from Naheem Hines. And it will be a touchback. Meanwhile, bad news over on the Colts sideline as Quentin Nelson is being carted off the field. The 3-time All-Pro, heart and soul of this Indianapolis.
Are you serious?
A captain on the team. And he still got his right shoe off. Right now, they're telling us he's questionable to return. Well, never a good sign when the cart comes out. Meanwhile, Tennessee's offense is back on the field, but no A.J. Brown, still standing on the sideline with his
So, earlier you said... Alright, I got you now. I got you. Never mind.
on first down. And Henry gets 2 yards on the play.
Never mind, top dog.
So far, Derrick Henry, 10 carries, 33 yards. Not real impressive.
Let it charge for a little bit.
By the fact that when you give him the ball, you keep giving him the ball, it's going to
Let it do its thing for a little bit. I'm done with it. Never mind, top dog. I'm good. Almost at 5K likes though, thanks to me.
The right tackle who forced the fumble on the return from Darius Leonard. So the Titans training staff out to take a look at David Quessenberry.
Worst episode. This is getting ridiculous. All these mother getting in here. Just getting ridiculous at this point. I'll be back, guys. Hold on just 1 second.
At Northwestern Mutual, our version of financial planning helps you live your dreams today. Find a Northwestern Mutual advisor at nm.com.
My name is Alyssa Carson, and I'm going to Mars. Ina ade malahota kaya picha let hamiche.
America! After the past year-ish, everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera. Like everyone that works from home, learned a new hobby, or welcomed a new family member.
They're all dogs, so...
Our deals are for everyone.
It's not complicated. AT&T is giving new
Alright, here we go, boys.
best deals on every iPhone, including
Make sure y'all tapping
Ghosts are a real thing in my laptop.
the screen.
Wait, are they in here?
Yes, they are.
Okay, tap, tap, tap.
Net scores for me for the last 37 years.
And I would like to see how all my stocks performed after I died. My big three were Circuit City, Enron, and Blockbuster.
Let's get this line out there.
I get that it's cool that you have
Out there to the people!
Yeah, just on YouTube.
All the good people, at least, not the bad people.
Northwestern Mutual. You tune it. We'll help you plan for it. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure. And by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Capital One. What's in your wallet?
7-7, and it looked like David Quessenberry just got poked in the eye on that last play.
And when it happens, you almost feel like your eyeball is about to fall out. You go to the sideline, and
once your vision gets restored, you're ready to go back.
All right, here we go. Tannehill, second and 7. Tannehill throws. Caught.
Tackle made by Willis, but Julio Jones with a 25-yard pickup, and James on that reception, he passes Steve Largent for 18th all-time in receiving yards.
He's going to keep passing a lot of people because he's number 1 in yards per game. But the thing about Julio Jones, as you watch him play, 6'3", 220, he moves like a guy who's 6'2", 180. Just so acrobatic.
All right, here we go, guys.
Inside the 45-yard line. So Jones now at number 18, and James, you're at number 12. Starting to look at his receptions a little more carefully.
So I'm still in the top 20. That list is ever changing.
Questenberry is back on the field, so good news there.
All right, here we go.
He was poked in the eye.
All right, Tannehill. Henry in the backfield. Hands off to Henry. Henry got a first down.
Tackled by DeForest Buckner. A 9-yard pickup for Derrick Henry.
And you kind of watch the vibe of a team, and Taylor Lewan, the left tackle, after this play was over, kind of turned to the bench and said, yeah, come on, that's the play call that we need. Keep coming my way. Look at him. He's just a force. He gets his guy totally out of the way. What a huge hole for Derrick Henry to run through.
Yeah, Lewan was very upset after that Week 1 performance. Anxious to get back out there today.
All right, here we go.
Last week's game. Mekhi Sargent in at running back, and he takes the pitch. Sargent
Goes nowhere. Got 2 yards.
Chris Williams in on the stop. Let's have another NFL Today update.
Maybe 3.
And here's Phil Simms.
Yeah, one of the big games today. Here we go. Justin Herbert finds Austin Eckler. Where's the defense? Nowhere to be found. 16 yards for the touchdown. They got the 2-point conversion. The Chargers over Kansas City, 14-0. Back to Andrew, James, Lofton, and Michael.
All right, Phil. How about
Second and 8.
to the Chargers on the road? 14-0. Here in Tennessee, it's tied at 7 with 7.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Tannehill looks, throws, complete.
Jones holds on. 9-yard pickup for Julio Jones. Julian Blackman on the tackle.
For the Tennessee Titan fans who've seen, highlights of Julio Jones, the long touchdown passes, different things like that. But to catch a ball in traffic, underneath the defense, break a tackle, run through another tackle.
Third down.
From a star receiver.
3rd and inches. Henry. First down. Henry stays on his feet and shut down at the 17-yard line. 8-yard run for Derrick Henry.
When you crowd that line of scrimmage, and there's no linebackers, meaning that there's nobody behind the line, Derrick Henry, if he breaks that first crease, the safeties better come up and make the tackle. And that time you got a shoestring tackle. Second time, Blackman has survived a tackle late in the second half.
Henry already has 14 touches in the first half. The Colts have run 16 plays in the first half. Tannehill. There's Westbrook Akina at the 5. Touchdown! First NFL touchdown for Nick Westbrook Akina. Played collegiately at Indiana, and he scores his first touchdown against the Colts.
And it is a Titans Oilers celebration day. A lot of former Oilers in the house. Billy White Shoes Johnson being one of them. And Westbrook Akina, a little Billy White Shoes dance there at the end of his touchdown reception.
Now, James, you said to Ryan Tannehill on Friday, it's going to be hard when you see these long touchdowns given up by the defense like we saw in Seattle. And he said, honestly, when I see the other team score, I just say, all right, it's time for us to answer. And that's exactly what he did after that Colts score. Tannehill puts the Titans back
Caesars Sportsbook app, and I did some digging, and apparently I can only get my Caesars rewards on the Caesars Sportsbook app.
Yes, Carl.
Okay.
Only Caesars is going to be able to give you Caesars rewards. They're my rewards. Why would someone else give them to you, Carl, if it's called Caesars rewards? It's Caesars rewarding you. Commitments aren't made with words. They're made by actions. Behind the scenes and under the radar. They're made before sunrise and after your second wind. Every single day. At GEHA, we're committed to providing health and dental benefits to the most committed people we know. Federal employees.
Like you.
GEHA.
This one's for every NFL fan watching the game through social media updates. From Nana's house. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
There's something I want to ask you.
Oh, hang on.
The new iPhone 13 Pro is here with the most advanced iPhone camera ever, and I got it at T-Mobile.
I thought you were going to talk about forever.
This is a value that lasts forever, because when you get the new iPhone at T-Mobile, trade-in value is locked in.
So we can always have a new iPhone?
Yes. So, what do you say? Switch to T-Mobile with me?
Yes.
We're going to T-Mobile!
Fall in love with iPhone. Get it on us now and upgrade every 2 years forever. Only T-Mobile.
I could maybe eat 2 cheeseburgers and a cherry latte.
Oh, yeah. What size? 44?
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
And if you're gonna do it wrong, do it right.
What you're gonna
Eat the dessert.
Eat
Buy
the
the
dessert.
shoes. Besides, you drink stuff off.
You have too many shoes.
I know.
We are investigating a counterfeit coupon ring.
We've got to spread this out. I'm talking bank accounts, credit cards, and aliases.
Could you say it all again?
And do like a pad just to write it down. Get up.
Pins. Rated R.
Second touchdown pass today for Ryan Tannehill, so he has thrown more touchdowns in the first half today than he did in the first 2 games combined. It's 14-7 favor of Tennessee as Bullock with a low kick fielded by Wilkins. And Wilkins takes it back to the 30-yard line. All right, James, let's go back to the touchdown from Tannehill.
You got to make sure you get the correct call right here. We have one defender who ends up playing
What's up, T?
man, and he's going to back
How's it
in
going?
this zone, and that's where the receiver is going to come underneath and catch the route. So you're in the huddle, and you hear the defensive call, but you make the one critical mistake that cost you. And when you get on the sideline, everybody's talking about trying to get the correct communications, because you have to be able to communicate when you're playing defense and when you're playing in pass coverage.
Chris Reed still at left guard. Quentin Nelson with an injured ankle, questionable to return. Here is Tua. Nowhere to go. Shoved down by that Tennessee defense. David Long, one of the first to get there.
You know, Andrew, in my day, we didn't have the jet sweep, but when it first became popular about 10 years ago, I used to think, well, I could have run that. But this is what happens to you when it's not blocked properly as a wide receiver. You're just in no man's land, and that time just going backwards.
David Long really stepped up last week. With Jayon Brown out, Long played 98% of the defensive snaps, wore the green dot to communicate the calls from defensive coordinator Shane Bowen.
And Landry talked about how fast he made decisions, and you can see how fast he made that decision on the last play.
Wentz able to locate Paris Campbell is buried on that play. Long again.
You know, when you're out at practice and you see a player like Long, and what I mean by that, who's listed at 5'11", but probably is maybe 5'5".
What happened to head-to-head contact?
He's sudden, and he's going to get to the ball. He's going to make a tremendous impact, because if you're a little bit small, you better be a little bit faster than everybody else out there.
Back-to-back big plays by David Long.
Alright, here we go. I'm getting sick and tired of this shit.
Watch Harold Landry down here at the bottom as an edge pass rusher. They've got the back to his side.
Wentz nowhere to go, and he throws it to the ground. Danico Autry was crashing And that Tennessee defense with a big possession, forcing the Colts punt.
You know, you get sudden pressure even on a screen, you're going to disrupt the quarterback, and that time Wentz smartly got rid of the ball, drilled it into the ground, because you can do that when you have a screen in front of it.
Second 3 and out today by Wentz and the Colts. And the 8th 3 and out forced by the Tennessee defense this year. St. J's punting to Rodgers. Good punt. Rodgers, fair catch at the 16-yard line. 4:06 to go in the first half. And the Titans lead it 14-7.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
It should be between 5 and 12 digits.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
It's in all of us. The courage to go all in and embrace the moment. Because it's all one big glorious ride. Being a passenger is not an option.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Ice Tea, Stone Cold, calling on everyone to turn to cold washing with Tide. Now with the help of NFL QB, Matty Ice.
Matty Ice who?
Matt Ryan, and I convinced NFL teams to turn to cold. I'm joining the cold callers. That's 1 million pounds of laundry.
The NFL, you guys are filthy.
Ty can handle it, even in cold. Kid is good. How about it? Twice the ice.
No. Wendy's new Big Bacon Cheddar is here. Because to make new flavors, you have to go above and beyond. Unlike some places, Wendy's put cheddar on the bun.
Thank you.
What do we got?
Sesame seeds.
Yes. Try Wendy's new Big Bacon Cheddar today.
Wednesday night, Mr. Matt and I, we're pulling back the curtain to take you inside the game like never.
No one cares. All right, here we go. Tannehill.
Derrick Henry has rushed for 54 yards. Tannehill throwing that first down. He's got Slade. All the way out to the 45-yard line.
There was motion. There was
The fuck kind of defense is this?
everything that you would draw up if you're working on a fantasy play that you want to impress somebody with, and Swain just coming underneath after the fake, going to the left with Derrick Henry, wide open, because Derrick Henry is a magnet for defenders.
26-yard pickup.
The fuck kind of defense is this? Tannehill. Henry in the backfield. Henry's gonna. Henry just broke free. He has a touchdown. Not really.
Was Bobby Okereke.
Yes.
But the Colts PR staffer told us last night that when he said his name for the radio broadcast during the preseason, he pronounced it Okereke. And the PR staff said, wait a minute, it's been Okereke the 2 years. He goes, nah, you guys have been saying it wrong my first 2 years. So we're calling him what he wants to be called. Bobby Okereke is the middle linebacker for the Colts. Second down and 8. Screen to Henry. Henry with blockers in front.
Derrick Henry knocking over Darius Leonard. Now, Leonard told us that he was still going to try to punch the ball. He did not care if he got run over. He got run over right there. One of the new rules is once you get outside the tackle box and you're down the field, nobody cuts. So everybody's manned up. And these offensive linemen do a great job of body on body and allowing Derrick Henry to run through. Normally, defensive backs would have tried to cut those guys' knees out. But the screen pass is going to be invoked more because these offensive linemen cannot get cut in space. 2-minute warning in Tennessee. Titans looking to add to their lead on CBS.
Introducing Budweiser Zero. 0% alcohol, 0 grams of sugar. Full Budweiser flavor. For all the moments you want a beer and need to stay on your game. Budweiser Zero. Zero compromise. The FanDuel Fantasy. Make your dreams meet a reality. Again and again. Make your points go up and down and up again. Your team rises and ranks with every play all day long. Get your lineup just right. You can make big season-long wins without the season-long wins. Every small moment adds to one big moment with FanDuel Fantasy. New customers get up to a $500 bonus on your first deposit. FanDuel, make every moment more.
Subway has so much new, it didn't fit in the last ad. Like the new app with customization, curbside pickup, and delivery. There's so much new, we don't even have time to show you who's holding this phone.
Bet you don't treat Brady this way. Come on, man.
You clearly haven't seen the other ad. It's the eFresh refresh at Subway.
Jake from State Farm. You a jam?
Air?
No, I'm just an inspiring singer-songwriter with my bandmates. We were giving out that Rogers rate to regular folks like us.
State Farm has rates that fit anyone's budget.
Yeah, is that so? Oh, Kiki. In that case, this one goes out to an ex-best friend of mine who took my rate, just gave it away.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Verizon did it again. #1 in reliability by Root Metrics and #1 for network quality by J.D. Power, proving once again that there is only one best network. With an offense ranked #1 in the NFL, the Las Vegas Raiders have opened the season with back-to-back wins.
I don't know, Redneck. Some people are just weird.
Connected with Foster Moreau and Henry Ruggs for a pair of touchdowns in the Raiders' win over the Steelers. Brought to you by America's most reliable network, only from Verizon.
NFL on CBS is sponsored by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And by FanDuel. Make every moment more.
All right, take another look. Derrick Henry and Darius Leonard. Leonard punches him in the face. Well, he's trying to punch the ball out. He has 10 forced fumbles in his career. Sometimes you're going to swing and miss. That time, I guess he swung and he did connect, but he didn't connect with the ball. That's exactly what he told us. I might look bad out there, but I'm still going to punch for the ball. He punched and it looked bad. Big run by Henry. They go right back to him. Henry. He's taken down on the play. We have an injury update. Let's go down to Michael Brady.
Andrew Quentin Nelson just came out of the Colts locker room. That right ankle heavily taped, moving very gingerly. No update on his status. He's still listed as questionable to return.
I'm surprised that they didn't let him just stay in the locker room until halftime was over, try and come out in the second half and work it out.
Well, there he is. And A.J. Brown, meanwhile, still without a helmet on the Titans sideline.
I talked to him before the game on the field. He was really excited about playing and getting a little bit of redemption after last week's ball because that hamstring is keeping him out.
Henry with Michael Pruitt serving as a blocker in front, and Henry inside the 30. Don't forget, coming up, Verizon Halftime Report. We'll have scores and highlights with our crew back in New York. Coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Derrick Henry went for 237 scrimmage yards a week ago, the fourth highest of his career. He already has 90 in the first half, compared to 85 for the Colts as a team. 3 timeouts for each team with 1/3 time to go.
Here we go, Tannehill throws. Nowhere near this fucking intended receiver.
Trying to get Julio on a corner route in zone coverage and watch the defender sink with him. Rhodes does a nice job in eyeing the quarterback, knowing that there's a flat receiver underneath him, but he's thinking Julio's getting the ball here, and he forced that overthrow to Julio Jones.
3 career games for Jones against the Colts. 20 catches, 419 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
All right, here we go. Hands off to Henry.
And we have a timeout called.
Third down and 8. Woods is still on the ground.
The player is still slow to get up. And it's Ben Jones, who was hobbling a little bit last week in Seattle. It's a Colts timeout. Well, September 16th, the Titans hosted the Waverly High School football team for a game right here at the Sound Stadium. After record-setting rain devastated the school's facilities, they lost 20 people in that flood. Over 6,000 people came out to support the team, and the Titans also made a donation to the United Way of Humphreys County. T.J. Brown has not even tried to work on that hamstring. He's just had the towel on his head most of this first half.
When you see A.J. Brown in person, a really muscle guy, so if you pull a hamstring or you get a knot in it, you know that you got to back off. You really can't get out there and test it out and really rip it apart.
3rd down and 9.
All right, here we go. Tannehill out of the backfield. Gonna throw complete. Oh, picked up by the Colts. Oh, look at Tannehill throwing 2 interceptions, you little dumb lock nugget motherfucker. Come on, guys. Tap that screen. Come on, baby. Tannehill has throwing 2 first half interceptions. 2 of them, baby. Come on, baby. Tap that screen. Let's go. Let's grow. Your mom, how's it going? Come on, baby. Come on. 49 seconds left. The Colts could make it a 4-point game. Oh, hell. Getting ready to break loose. Alright, here we go. Come on, baby. Wins. Oh, fuck us back. Under pressure. Gonna go down. God damn this fucking... Somebody's next door cutting the damn grass.
Get your TV together. The best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream with no annual contract.
Alright, here we go. Wins. Come on, baby! Hey, somebody tap that screen. Tap, tap, tap. Let's go, let's go. Come on, baby. Tap that screen. Wins. Gonna drop back. Looks. Oh, steps up in the pocket. Wins. Escapes. Wins. Throws.
Now we await the call from Bill Vinovich.
There you go.
That's a big call against David Long.
Exactly, David Long.
We're looking at third and a mile. Now they get an automatic first down.
When you're in coverage and the play gets extended,
Little
lots of defensive
bit.
backs, linebackers get a little handsy. You're going to put your hands up. You've got 5 yards to work. So you're working the 5 yards right there. Still in coverage. And it's
Making it happen, baby.
illegal contact, but it got called.
First penalty today against Tennessee, and it's costly.
All right, here we go. Right back where we started.
Let's try to get him to the line quickly. They only have one timeout remaining. Tennessee to stop the clock with 17 seconds left.
All right. Thank you, Tennessee.
Wentz starting to hobble a little more as he limps over toward the sideline.
Try to overtake that big one. Touchdown, Wentz.
Next to the grab by Pittman, but then after Tennessee called timeout. Wentz doing okay getting to the line, but then when he went off to talk to Frank Reich during this timeout, he was hobbling a little bit.
I can most definitely feel a T-train is in the house.
He woke up in the middle of the night in throbbing pain. We met with him about 6 o'clock last night. He said, I hope tonight I can sleep through the night, but he had not been able to do that all week long.
All right, here we go. Wentz. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Wentz.
Get to Hines up the middle. And Hines to the 25-yard line. And looks like Frank Reich just wanted to get in better field position for Rodrigo Blankenship to attempt a field goal.
You gotta block some people.
As they take it down to 3 seconds and call
Who you gonna block, T-train? My block list is long enough, so I don't need to block nobody. I just
Tennessee
have my moderators do it for me.
Potentially ice the kicker if Mike Vrabel chooses to do so.
Well, a little conservative here, and you also have to be concerned about Denico Autry.
Have my moderators do it for me.
Because here's a guy who has 8 career block kicks and really has
Haters.
down to swimming in there,
Yeah.
turning his body a little bit, and getting after these kicks from distance.
Only had one timeout. He's worked against the Colts in terms of trying to get down the field for a touchdown right there in the middle. 43-yard attempt for Blankenship. And Hot Rod is good. He's now 5 for 5 on the year. All of the Colts' points today have come off of turnovers, and Indianapolis will get the ball to start the second half. That's the end of the first half, with Tennessee leading 14-10. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
Oh, sister of mine, I got you this. New iPhone 13 Pro. It's on Verizon 5G. I can't believe you.
Somebody's next door mowing
Yes, Verizon is giving.
that grass. And nobody cares about the halftime, so we're not even going to watch it. Just going to hang out for halftime. So this is halftime hangout. If you know what I mean. Night Monkey, how's it going? Halftime hangout. This is what it all comes down to, baby. Make sure you guys are tapping that screen. I gotta keep an eye on this this here Pittsburgh game. Gotta keep an eye on it. Bengals are putting up a pretty good fight against Pittsburgh here. Putting up a pretty good fight. Thank you for the likes, T-Train. Appreciate that. Bengals are putting up a pretty good fight with 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the second quarter, or 12 seconds, 21 seconds now. They can't make up their mind whether they want it to be 16, 21, or 12. They can't make up their mind, T-Train. You're going to have to go talk to them. You know what they say, T-Train. Haters gonna hate. Haters are most definitely gonna hate. T-Train. What's up? This is called the halftime hangout. This is what we call this. The halftime hangout. I don't know if I'm doing the live streaming the Rams-Bucks game, or Bucks-Rams game, however you want to put it. Redneck, welcome back. Welcome back, Redneck. It is currently halftime right now, so we're just hanging out. Hanging out for a little bit. Hanging out for a little bit. Thank you for the likes, Redneck. Appreciate that, buddy. That Chargers defense is all over the Kansas City Chiefs. They're all over them like a bag of eggs. Look, Chiefs can't hold on to football. 3 takeaways by the Chargers in that first half. It's crazy. That is crazy. T-Train, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Most certainly crazy. Alright. The Chargers lead at halftime. The Saints lead the Patriots 14-3. The Browns lead the Bears 10-3 at halftime. The Titans lead the Colts at 14-10. And the Bengals lead the Steelers. Huh? Oh, I was saying that the Chiefs there, they can't hold on to the football. That's crazy. And I talk smack about the Chiefs, but yet the Titans are doing just as bad. Just saying. If the Titans would stop turning over the football, maybe they could blow us out. Huh? Yeah? You never know. I have 4 viewers up in this. Who are they? We got Redneck. Who's all in here? I know Redneck and T-Train are in here. At least I believe T-Train's in here. Alright, they're done cutting the grass over there. Turn that back down to... The halftime hangout. This live will end up on the YouTube. You can find the link to my YouTube on my page. If you want to go hit that subscribe, just like you can be tapping that screen right about now, but you're not. Still on commercial. what that is. I think the game's getting ready to come back on. I don't know though. Hard telling.
First half numbers, time of possession dominated by Tennessee, but 2 Ryan Tannehill interceptions led to 10 points for the Colts. And hi again, everyone. Alongside the Hall of Famer James Lofton, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll hear from Michael Brady coming up. So much talk coming into the game about Carson Wentz, his 2 sprained ankles. What did you see from him in the first half?
When he has been able to stand and deliver, he's been accurate. He's 7 out of 12 throwing the football. But I think if you allow him to not move off his spot, he's going to be able to locate receivers. And Frank Wright, I think, has done a good job in designing some plays where Carson Wentz gets the ball out of his hands quickly. But when he has to move and kind of defend himself as an athlete out there, he's been in trouble. On the other end, Ryan Tannehill has been hot, but 2 interceptions has kept the Colts in this ball game. It made it a competitive contest through the first half.
Wentz 7 of 12, 67 yards. Tannehill 2 touchdown passes, but also 2 interceptions. He did not have A.J. Brown for the majority of that first half because of a hamstring injury. Keep in mind that.
All right, Colts receive the ball. Let's go. Come on, baby.
As we check in with Michael Grady.
Coach Mike Vrabel had a lot to be excited about in that first half, with the exception of the turnovers. Very disappointed with the 2 interceptions in that first half. He said it completely changed the complexion of this ball game. As for Coach Frank Wright, fired up. Love that the defense made a play to close that first half, and they got points on the board. He wants that momentum to carry into this first half. This second half will be without Quentin Nelson out the rest of the game with that ankle.
Fuck.
Michael, that's a huge loss for the Indianapolis Colts.
All right, here we go.
To play at left guard. Quentin Nelson
Wentz. Wentz drops back, looks, throws, complete.
His first reception and the tackle made by Cruikshank.
One of the things that if you're in the secondary for the Tennessee Titans, you're going to have to make sure. Yes, the Colts want to get the ball out quickly. Yes, the routes are going to be shorter. But all of a sudden, that stop and go, that out and up, don't bite before the ball is in the air.
All right, here we go, Wentz. Wentz throws. Pass interference! Let's go!
The most frustrating PI call is when the ball is nowhere close to the receiver.
Pass interference. Defense number 20. Spot foul.
It is on Jenkins. Frank Wright told us last night he has a lot of respect for Jackrabbit Jenkins, now in his 10th year in the NFL.
Let's go, baby. Come on. Make sure you're all tapping that screen. Tap, tap, tap. Let's go, let's grow. All right, here we go. First down and 10. Motions. Doyle. Wentz. Hands off to Taylor. Taylor working his way upfield.
Taylor all the way up to the 44-yard line. Rashad Weaver made the initial hit for the Tennessee defense.
And you talk about that initial hit. Those are yards after contact, because as we're watching that play, we think, oh, he's gained a yard. No, 2 yards. No, 3 yards. No. All of a sudden, 6 yards on a play that looked like it was clogged up for a 1-yard gain.
All right, here we go. Wentz. Second and 4. Motions pass rule.
Pascal in motion.
Hand off to Taylor. Taylor. First down.
Spun down at midfield. Zach Pascal had a good block along the way for Jonathan Taylor.
Just enough deception. That handoff looks like that ball is going to go left. And you get the receiver out in front leading the way through the hole. And nice job picking up the first down by Taylor.
First down.
38 yards rushing for Taylor, who entering the game was averaging 3.3 yards per carry, compared to 5 yards per carry last season.
All right, here we go.
6.3 today.
Wentz hands off to Hines. Hines stutter steps. Hines gets about a yard.
So Carson Wentz has missed
Second and 9
regular
coming up.
season games since 2017, 8 because of injury. And there's a lot of questions when you hear people talking about Wentz in terms of his durability. And we asked him if that was added motivation to get out there here today. And he said, look, it's frustrating to hear people talk about and that I'm always injured. But that is not why I want to be out there today. I wouldn't
It's
play
the case,
if I
though.
didn't think I can help this team.
Second and 9.
Divisional game, and I want to be out there, not because people are talking about me. So
Second and 9. Wentz, Taylor in the backfield.
okay so far today. Pittman to the 45. Another interesting dynamic, James, in this whole quarterback shuffle this week for the Colts was Jacob Eason.
All right, guys, I'll be right back.
The game last week in relief of Wentz late when he got hurt. But then it was Brett Hundley who came up off the practice squad to sneak ahead of Eason. And we asked Frank Reich last night, how did Eason take the news? And he said it wasn't easy for Eason to hear that he had been moved down to number 3, but he handled it like a pro. And this has nothing to do with what Eason did or did not do. It was more about the veteran presence in Hundley if Wentz was not able to play. 3rd and 4. Wentz, Pittman, and right at the chains. I think he's right on it. No signal yet.
It's a 4th down. It's a little short. Great tackle from behind by Christian Fulton. Kind of used Pittman's momentum as he's coming inside to not only knock him backwards, but to take him down at the same time.
Brady, you asked Frank Reich about going for it on 4th downs.
Yeah, he watches every team around the league, their 4th down call each week, and determines, what would I do in this situation? Always aggressive. He trusts his gut and analytics on making these calls.
And his gut is right here on the conversion on 4th down for Jonathan Taylor. 6-yard run, the drive continues.
I think one of the things you could take out of the equation would be a quarterback sneak. So he turns around, hands the ball off to the running back, and that running back does a nice job in not going for the inside hole, but sliding and seeing where there's room to run. Good job by Jonathan Taylor.
There's Nelson ruled out for the game with an ankle injury. Play number 8 on this opening drive of the second half.
All right, 1st down and 10. Wentz fakes the handoff. Wentz under pressure. Gets rid of it. Incomplete.
Christian Fulton was applying the heat on Carson Wentz.
Incomplete there.
And that's always a question mark when you're the unblocked blitzer. Do you go high? Do you go low? Do you leave your feet? And Fulton does a nice job just raising his hands just enough to make Carson Wentz throw that ball high and out of bounds.
2nd and 10. Coming up for Wentz and the Colts.
2nd down and 10.
O'Daney on the bottom has been tough against the pass.
Wentz, it's a screen to Moali Cox. The big tight end inside the 30, and he stretches out for a Colts 1st down. Former VCU basketball star moves the chains for Indianapolis.
I tell you what, Frank Wright and his offensive coordinator, Marcus Brady, have done a nice job in this opening sequence of plays here for the second half. Just like you script plays overnight, getting ready for the ball, and you do the same thing at half. They say, okay, what do we like? What's working well? And you've seen movement You see subtle things, and they're a screen to your tight end. So just the things that, yes, you practice them during the week.
All right, here we go.
Open up the second half, but so far, really positive drive for the Colts.
First down and 10. Wentz throws.
Takes a big hit, and makes the catch. Chris Jackson on the tackle, but Carson Wentz took a shot as he released that football.
Wentz got right back up. Shook that shit off. That's good, though.
Looking the defense off and coming to his receiver late just to pick up a minimal gain.
Only the third hit leveled on Wentz by the Tennessee defense. So that Colts offensive line, even without Quentin Nelson, has done a good job today. We're trying to keep Wentz upright.
All right, here we go. 8:21 left in the third. Wentz throws it away.
Wentz throws it to the ground. Taylor was the closest man. Brings up third down.
Third and 6.
Frank Reich did tell us, in terms of your play calling comment, James, that you really needed to see what he had in Wentz in the first half. He said, look, if he's going to play, I'm not going to want him to walk around on eggshells. If he's out there, he's got to be out there. But in terms of my play calling, that might take some time to feel out. Now Frank Reich has a half of seeing Wentz. And you're seeing
All right, here we go.
things here in this opening drive.
You're going to keep him in the pocket with the outside pass rushers.
Wentz to Campbell. He's got it. Let's see where they spot him. Very close to another Colts first down. Christian Fulton makes the tackle. And they're saying it's inches short. So Reich already went for it once on fourth down. Let's see what he does here. And it looks like we're getting the same answer. You like this call, James?
I love it. You know, you went for 3 at the end of the first half, and you have both backs in. You have Taylor in close, lines in behind, so you can go here, and then you can go wide with a pitch.
On fourth down, Taylor up the middle. He's got the first down.
Hell yeah.
Second straight fourth down conversion by Jonathan Taylor.
Anybody who remembers any of their old high school plays, you get that fullback belly, and that's exactly what that is. You use Taylor, then you're going to have Hines as the pitch man to kind of draw that linebacker out of that area.
So Frank right now, goal to go. 6 possessions, goal to go in the first 2 games, only 3 touchdowns.
A little exchange of the wide receivers here.
All right, here we go. Wentz throws. Incomplete.
Pittman had separation, but could not connect with Wentz.
Just a little misfire. Nice job by Pittman on Cruikshank, the safety. Cruikshank even played some corner while he was in college, but really he is a big guy, and so you get him to stop his feet and cut across his face.
All right, second and goal. 6:39 left in the third.
Only one play has gone for longer than 6 yards. That was the 11-yard pickup by Allie Cox. Wentz back to the air, looking in zone for Haskell, and complete.
Third and goal.
Get us to the next down. Nice job with the pressure. You can see in the pre-snap read that it's man-to-man coverage. And Wentz kind of fading toward his throw there as opposed to just standing in the pocket.
They have rushed for 30 yards on this drive. But the first 2 plays inside the 10 are passes, and now it's third and goal.
Wentz goes empty set. That's a scary thought.
Linebackers over here on the tight end and the running back.
Wentz has time. Looks in zone. It's shoveled and incomplete. Haskell could not hold on. Cruikshank applying the heat. And now on fourth down, Frank Reich will send down his field goal unit.
broken with the tough hits that come in there. Can't double catch the ball that close to the goal line and not get hit.
And the goal-to-go issues continue for Indianapolis. And you got to think Wentz is thinking about that first down pass. He had that touchdown to Michael Pittman, and he missed it. 28 yards in for Blankenship. And he is still perfect on the year. So a long drive, 8.5 minutes. And it ends in 3 for the Colts.
My work has been viewed by 100 million people. My work helps save lives. My work is not platinum.
What's up, everybody? Duh. Ran into the fucking door. The game's back on.
What a drive by the Colts. 17 plays.
8.5 minutes.
8.5 minutes off the clock. It ends in a field goal by Blankenship to make it a 1-point game. Meanwhile, A.J. Brown has taken his uniform off, and he is done for the day with a hamstring injury. Tennessee will finally get the football here in the second half. McNichols on the return. And he stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good coverage by Indianapolis. Saturday, the SEC on CBS features an outstanding top 20 matchup between number 12 Ole Miss and top-ranked Alabama. The day begins with a drive to Atlanta at 2:30 Eastern, followed by college football today, leading up to kickoff at 3:30 Saturday afternoon. The SEC is on CBS.
What's up, T-Train?
Injured Colt down after that kickoff return.
Thank you for the likes. Appreciate
Busy
it.
day for both teams' training staffs. And that is Ashton Doolin, who is down
good.
on the ground. We'll be back right after this.
Well, not good, but it is what it is. And of course, you go back to commercial. Hey, T-Train, when you going live? Build up your account. I mean, trying to build up your account. What happened to your other account? Yeah, I know this is your backup account. But you said you was trying to build up your account. So I figured something happened to your other account. I have to update my tablet here. I have to update the tablet. Alright, man, I was just making sure. Because I know a lot of people are getting banned. Their accounts are.
Where now meets next. And by Geico. You could save even more by bundling home and car insurance.
So I was just making sure your account didn't get banned. A 1-point game as here we go with Tannehill. First down 10, 6:22 left in the third. Trips to the bottom. Oh, never mind. No. Pitches it to Henry, and Henry gets about 3 yards.
Ryan Tannehill's last 10 pass attempts. Well, he's 7 of 10, but 2 interceptions in that time. Second one, who do you put that one on, James Lofton?
Well, it ends up in tomorrow morning's paper on the quarterback. Sure. But obviously the wide receiver had a chance to make a catch, but wasn't able to do so.
Second down and 8. He got 2. Second down and 8. 5. Henry.
Rocky is seen getting in the backfield to help out on the tackle.
Third down. Need 345 more followers.
Now he's out on the sideline, and trainers are going to be looking at him in a bit.
Third down and 5 for Tennessee. In the first half, they were 4 for 8 on third down.
All right, here we go. Tannehill, third down and 5. Good. Little bit.
DeForest Buckner was the first to get back there, and Matt Eberflus is pumped up in his defense. Holds to a 3-and-out.
Talked to Matt Eberflus. He talked about quarterbacks being able to step up against edge pressure, but when you can pressure up the middle, there's nowhere for that quarterback to go but out in the pocket.
Second 3-and-out forced today by the Colts defense.
Thank you, T-Train.
Kick it away to Naheem Hines.
This return has to be a weapon. The guy was a 3-time Pro Bowler.
Franklin, and a flag comes out. Hines on the return. Struck down at the 31-yard line, but the special teams captain for the Colts, Zaire Franklin, ran into Kern.
Fucking kicker. Keep him on the ball.
Call against Franklin.
You know, we've talked about it before with the baseball season winding down. When you get that error that gives you that extra out in an inning, do you take advantage of it? Now, the Tennessee Titans, who've turned the ball over twice in this ballgame, in a way get a little mini turnover right there where they get a fresh set of downs and get to continue the drive.
Last year in the game here in Tennessee between the Colts and Titans, E.J. Speed blocked a punt for Indianapolis. It was returned for a touchdown by T.J. Carey. Franklin nearly got that one, but instead it turns into a 15-yard penalty, and the Titans offense back out on the field. of scrimmage. Derrick Henry in the first half a week ago, 50 yards, and then he went off in the second half in overtime. And the Titans hoping that history repeats itself. And it was Mike Vrabel who said that second half in Seattle is their true identity. Henry got it going. They were physical, hung tough, and came away with the win. Tannehill is going to keep it himself. Cuts it upfield. Tannehill showing off his wheels and down at the 32-yard line. Blackman on the tackle, but Tannehill rumbles for 28 yards.
You know, we've watched Ryan Tannehill on 2 scrambles now, and most of the time when the quarterback is out of the pocket and defenders get close, they slide. Ryan Tannehill must have something that goes off in his head and says, I've got 10 yards, I want 15, or I want 20. He just continues to ramble. That was a huge run.
45 yards rushing today for Tannehill. Play fake. Tannehill looking for Matson. He's down. Driven to the turf by Yassine. And a 13-yard pickup for number 13.
So Cameron Batson at 5'8", who used to play that air raid offense with Texas Tech, he takes the place of A.J. Brown. And you said he's looking for him. Andrew, I don't think he could see him at first. He threw it up high where he threw it to A.J. Right at eye level. Batson had to go climb up and get it. Great job by Batson.
Batson listed at 5'8". He was inactive the first 2 games. It was Josh Reynolds who was dead.
All right, here we go. Titans. Tannehill fakes the handoff, throws, complete. Fumble the ball! Oh! Man, oh man!
It looked like the ball was out, but I think as he's on the ground, he at least has to touch. The defender takes the ball away. Let's take a look at it.
The ball is clearly out.
But when he's down, does any part of his body touch? No, it doesn't.
He had the football, made a football move, and lost it. To me, that's a fumble. Timeout on the field.
Ball was clearly out.
What's good? Not bad. Just your typical sneakerhead working here for the employee discount. But speaking of deals, I heard regular guys like me are getting the Patrick price. That can't be real, right?
Listen, State Farm offers rates that fit any budget, even yours, typical sneakerhead.
Wow. Just anyone now?
Yeah.
Man, these just sold out then.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
When you order Domino's delivery online, instead of adding surprise fees like other delivery apps, we're adding $50 million in surprise frees. Camera's a little close to that lava cake, isn't it? That's better. Order Domino's delivery online and you might get more than you expect in one of these surprise frees.
With a top-rated app that lets you deposit checks.
I'm getting tired of these commercials. Yes, T-Train, if you're still in here, yes, I do have a Coke. This remote has to sit over here. No, it is not. All right, here.
Third turnover today by Tennessee. The 2 Tannehill interceptions, and now the loss.
Here we go, baby.
Confirmed in replay. So Carson Wentz back out on the field, down by 1, 2.5 to go.
Wentz. Hands off to Taylor. Taylor breaking free. 2nd and 1.
To the 27-yard line.
Stack the line of scrimmage. They bring in 3 tight ends. You figure it's going to be a run. You come up, you try and make those run fits. You miss on the hole. You give up 9 yards on first down.
In the first half, Indianapolis had the ball for 10.5 minutes. On their last drive, they had the ball for 8.5 minutes.
That's over half.
Their extended drive here, late in the third.
2nd and 1. Wentz. Hands off to Taylor. Taylor
He's got the first down.
works his way for the first down. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
The hardest hitting team of analysts in football provide expert insight and exclusive commentary you won't find anywhere else. Stream new
You won't find it anywhere else.
9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, exclusively on Paramount Plus.
All right, here we go. Wentz. Paris Campbell's number 1.
Good timing on the throw. That ball's nose diving a little bit. Campbell stretches out.
No. Just threw the red flag. Actually, a beautiful toss by Vrabel. It kind of fluttered in the air. He got good distance out of it as well. Not surprisingly, you see the kind of physique Mike Vrabel has.
Throwing that flag out there.
Very impressive toss from Vrabel.
Tennessee is telling David Willie on the field with a completed pass. Timeout.
First challenge flying throw this season by Vrabel. And it looks like he's going to be successful.
Yep, he is. He is. It was incomplete. It was incomplete. 2nd and 10. They shit themselves if the refs just, hey, after review the call stands. But that's not going to happen, so. It's going to be 2nd out of 10. I need to look at the score for the Steelers game. Oh, the Chiefs have the lead, 17-14, 3:35 left in the third. Okay. Look at this shit. Bengals are leading. Hold on. The Bengals are leading the Steelers. You believe that shit? Bengals getting ready to move up to 2-1. I find that shit funny though. If this motherfucker ever comes back from commercial,
challenges this year as that call has been overturned, and we consulted with our rules analyst, Gene Steratore, during that commercial break, and he agreed it was clear. No control there by Campbell, and it's an incomplete pass.
All right, second and 10.
Second down and 10.
Wentz. Taylor to his right.
Hines at running back. Good crowd here today in Nashville making some noise. Wentz. This pass is tapped down by Jeffrey Simmons.
Great job by Simmons understanding the strengths and kind of what Frank is thinking. Get the ball out quickly. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up. You're licking your chops. But this offensive line, with stars Quentin Nelson and Braden Smith, who didn't even play today, out, is holding up pretty well in pass protection. Let's continue to do it here on 3rd and 10.
Third and 10. 107 left in the third.
5 straight incompletions for Wentz. Brought down to 3.
Wentz drops back.
Wentz. Landry in the backfield along with the Davey. A loss of 10.
When you play basketball, somebody sets a screen for you. So as you're rushing in, you set a screen for the rusher who's coming behind you. You pick, and he comes around, and a full force, he gets to a quarterback.
And now there is an injured player down on the field. It is a Titan player as Mike Vrabel comes out. And it is the rookie Rashad Weaver, 4th-round pick out of Pittsburgh. Loss of 10 on that play as Wentz is sacked for the 2nd time today.
We've seen Wentz not be able to get away from the pass rush, and on the other side of the ball, Tannehill being able to use his legs really well, rushing for 45 yards and just 2 carries. So you get a quarterback who's mobile, you've got to really be able to defense against that.
Weaver, number 99 in blue. Middle of your screen, and it looks like Danico Autry, his teammate, came down on his right leg. So they continue to look at Weaver, and we'll be back right after this.
I don't see how Frank Reich's not losing his shit yet. And I've done lost my shit a long time ago. But that's just me. Oh yeah, it is Thursday Night Football. So that's right. I forgot the Bengals and Jaguars do battle Thursday night.
For Weaver, who needed help off the field, immediately loaded onto the cart, and he will head back to the Tennessee locker room. So on 4th and 20, Sanchez is out to punt it away. Rodgers, the return man for the Titans. He's going to have a return here. And Rodgers across the 40 out to the 41-yard line with 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Ryan Tannehill trots back out, and he's had a tough day with the 2 interceptions so far.
Ryan Tannehill has been harassed in the pocket, but some of the throws you're looking at, and you're going, the ball bounces up in there off his receiver. Yes, that's going to be on him in tomorrow's paper. But Ryan Tannehill put the ball on the money enough where his guys can make plays. You've got to hold on to the ball and not fumble it when you're inside the red zone.
Great turnovers.
You got a
on the
point.
last 4 drives.
All right, here we go. Tannehill.
Tennessee is -6 in the turnover department.
Henry in the backfield. Flips it to Henry. Henry. Another Titans first down. 14 seconds left in the third.
Stops the clock temporarily with 14 seconds. That could be the final play of the third quarter. Tannehill will let it trickle on down, and we're set up for a good finish here in Nashville. Another tight divisional game between the Colts and Titans. 14-13 at the end of 3. We'll be back after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
I know we are. We all know we are. The fourth quarter, boys. The fourth quarter. Titans have the ball. Down by, up by 1. Colts are down by 1. Said I have one person, but I don't know who it is. Cowboy Ronnie's live. All right, here we go. Oh, well, Tennessee just got another first down.
Everyone from the broadcast booth, along with James Lofton, I'm Andrew Catalan. Back and forth game. Seems like Tennessee should have been able to have a bigger lead by now, but the turnovers have been killer.
3 turnovers, and when you think about this team, that's the thing that you said. If Colts can get some turnovers and protect the passer, they can be okay. But they've got to be able to stop the big, explosive pass plays, and you can just feel some play action coming.
All right, here we go. Tannehill, second and 1. 14-14 left in the fourth.
Xavier Rhodes had the coverage.
Rhodes in good position, but being the big physical corner that he is, he continued to run Akina Westbrook to the boundary and just didn't turn to play the ball at all.
First game of the season for Rhodes. He was out the first 2 with a calf injury. He said the last few days he's been feeling good.
You know, he had gone to the sideline a few plays previous, and I think
that's obvious.
Smart of the Titans to try and test him to see if he's going to be able to turn and sprint.
That's a 30-yard penalty.
That's first down and goal for the Titans. We had to hold them to a field goal.
It is Henry up the middle. And Henry finally stopped at the 7-yard line.
Second down and goal coming up.
You can see what Henry has done by direction today, having his most success running to the left side. A play fake. Tannehill throws on the run. Swing is cut down. Andrew Sendejo makes the tackle, a loss of 3.
Who the fuck is that? Andrew Sendejo. That sounds like a cuss word. Sendejo. Hey, Sendejo. Apunta, get off of here. En la brócola. Sendejo. Sounds like a cuss word. 13 minutes left in the fourth.
Julio Jones is watching from the sideline, and A.J. Brown already ruled out with an injury. 3rd and goal. Tannehill fires, McNichols gonna step. Touchdown! Jeremy McNichols. Tannehill comes up clutch on 3rd down. And Tennessee is keeping its offense on the field. They want to go for 2.
Want to go for 2?
If they get it, it would become a 2-possession game.
You have specific plays that you work on all season long. Yeah, we're only in week 3. But they're for 2 points, and you choose a hash that you want to work from. I'm not sure if they call for plays when you don't have Julio Jones and A.J. Brown in, because if that's the case, Derrick Henry is getting the ball right here.
Jones remains on the sideline. Henry up the middle. And the 2-pointer is good. And that makes it a 2-score game here in Nashville. Tannehill with his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. Nichols able to find Hater.
Well, Geico's 85 years isn't just about time, you know. It means experience. I mean, put it this way. If I told you I'd been jarring raspberry preserves for 85 years, what do you think? Well, at first, you'd be like, that's got to be some scrumptious jam. And then you'd think, he looks fantastic. I must know his skincare routine.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
Big bug.
Hi, welcome to Sonic. 2 Sonic grilled cheeseburgers. I'm on it. Order up.
Sonic grilled cheeseburger ready for pickup.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand together. Watch Serena Williams, Wonder Woman. Serena, Wonder Woman. Serena, Wonder Woman.
You cannot be serious.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream with no annual contract. second career touchdown for Jeremy McNichols, and then the two-point conversion good to make it a 22-13 game. They checked with the Titans, and they said no injury update for Julio Jones, so it appears he was just getting a breather on that drive. Next Sunday, an NFL on CBS doubleheader. The early slate highlighted by a battle in the city of brotherly love as the Chiefs visit the Eagles. And then at 4:25 Eastern, two legendary franchises, the Steelers and Packers, get together. It all kicks off at noon Eastern with the NFL Today. It's doubleheader NFL action next Sunday on CBS.
So the Titans were on the sideline. Their defensive line looked at the runs that they were getting pierced on. Now they got to close those gaps down, and at the same time, get after Carson Wentz.
Wentz to the air on first down, spins away, and throws it. Haskell's down there. He's got Wentz to locate Haskell for a first down and a gain of 27.
You know, we've all watched Carson Wentz play over the years, and such a huge part of his game is being able to extend plays, take those big hits. That time he extended the play without taking the big hit, and a great job finding Pascal down the field.
Longest play today by the Colts offense.
All right, here we go. Wentz, first down and 10, baby.
They move into Tennessee territory at the 48-yard line, first and 10. Wentz again, taking a shot from Pittman. Fulton had good coverage. Back to New York, NFL Today update. Here's Phil Simms.
All right, Andrew, Justin Herbert, who's he throw to? Big Mike Williams in the front of the end zone. Nice catch, 20 yards out for the touchdown. The Chargers lead Kansas City 21-17. Back to Andrew, James, and Michael.
All right, Phil, good job there. Good game between the Chargers and Chiefs. Back and forth they go after KC had taken the lead.
Post game. All right, here we go. Wentz, second down and 10.
These Titans fans are on their feet cheering on the defense. Wentz in trouble, and he throws it away over the head of Campbell. Landry in the backfield again. And a late flag has come out.
Oh, shit. Zip.
Another automatic first down. This time the call goes against Rashaan Evans.
The linebacker.
Mike Vrabel not happy about that one. With Wentz extending the plays, kind of going backwards. Just that little hook, as opposed to punching him with your hands. That little hook, as you turn the receiver, you're going to get the holding call. And even if it's away from where the quarterback throws the call.
All right, first down and 10.
Still going to get those calls.
Automatic first down for the Colts.
Wentz, ball is snapped. Wentz drops back, looks, throws, complete. Hines stays on his feet. First down and more. Hines to the sideline. Let's go. Come on, baby. First down and goal. Let's go. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
And now Christian Fulton is on a knee in front of the Titans sideline. And the Tennessee training staff is out to take a look at the second-year corner. He has played phenomenal football at the beginning of this season, leading the team in passes defensed. Told us on Friday he feels like the game is slowed down for him now in his second year. He slowly walks off. That was a 36-yard catch by Nyheim Hines. That's a career long. See Fulton engaged with Jack Doyle there. And now first and goal for the Colts.
You mentioned earlier about this being the Achilles heel area for the Colts. who do they go to? Because you come down here and you always hear the players not playing. Last time they got high, they sweep to the outside where he races to the pylon for a touchdown.
It is Hines next to Wentz. Wentz to Pascal incomplete. Cruikshank got a hand on that one.
That's all right, Wentz.
Borders, who was in coverage on Pascal.
See, those route routes trying to be executed by the Colts, they do that a lot, did it a ton with Bill Borders a year ago. Borders just fingertips to get that ball away from Pascal.
James, remember the last time the Colts were inside the 10, they abandoned the run. 3 passes. I mean, start with a pass here on first and goal. They don't even have Taylor on the field. It's Hines again. This time they will run it with Hines. He is tackled at the 5-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons making his presence felt this afternoon.
Quarterback who really can't move a lot in the pocket, get the ball out of his hands early. But if you are the Tennessee Titans, you want to really make sure that you seal the middle to keep Hines out of the run lanes and push the pocket to make Carson Wentz sink backwards and away from his throwing targets.
Wentz throws to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Intended for Pascal, and again it was Breon Porters who had the coverage.
Where the fuck's the pass interference at?
Having to come out on this drive, and he makes a couple of big plays.
You saw that interior pass rush kind of just right at the feet of Carson Wentz, and Porter's doing just enough, even though he jumps up, to not interfere with Pascal enough to draw a flag.
And with it being a 2-score game after the 2-point conversion, Frank Wright will send out his kicker, Rodrigo Blankenship, from 24 yards away. He's already 2 for 2 today. And now 3 for 3. So at 10:20 to go in the fourth quarter, the Colts put 3 on the board, and they trail 22-16.
We did it again. Verizon.
What's up, Redneck? It is what it is.
comeback game during Oilers tribute weekend.
You know, he's not going to be welcome in Houston. They love your blue crowd.
That's right. Of course, getting it done against the Oilers in that wild card comeback. On the kickoff return, it's McNichols stopped short of the 20 for an injury update. Let's check in with Michael Grady.
Colts safety Corey Willis, cramps, questionable return to this ball game. Keep an eye on whether he returns the rest of the way. And then Julio Jones, no helmet, still on the sidelines. Actually, he's grabbing his helmet right now. He's not in on that last drive, Anthony, so we'll see whether or not he takes the field.
And the only thing we noticed is there's a little bit of white tape around his right knee, but we did ask the Titans, and they said, no, he's got the helmet. So he's putting the helmet on. We'll see if he actually comes out onto the field. Big drive here for Tennessee. First down and 10. It's Henry. And Henry to the 22-yard line. Tyquan Lewis in on the tackle for the Colts. Last 6 possessions for Tennessee. 3 turnovers, but they did just have the big drive last time out. 5 plays, 59 yards, and the touchdown.
All I gotta say to you, Redneck, what's up, how's it going, is just thank God you're not a Bears fan.
In the league out. And Derrick Henry today, it's been a tough game for him. As you see the shoulders square, once his shoulders get square, and he gets a half a step past the line of scrimmage, you gotta hope that your safety will take him down.
Tough game, but he still has 112 yards rushing today, and it's the 4th consecutive game against the Colts that he has rushed for 100 yards or more. On 24 carries for Henry. Make it 25. This time bottled up. Franklin coming in to finish him off. So last week, Derrick Henry had a career high 35 carries in the overtime victory against Seattle, and he's already at 25 here with 8.5 to go in the 4th.
So against the Tennessee Titans, you always want to talk about, how do we get 8 guys in the box? Well, you can get 8 in the box, and now, with Julio Jones on the sideline.
Come on, defense.
Out the game. How about 9 in the box to try and slow down Derrick Henry? And now Derrick Henry is on the box. So what do you do now?
Tannehill looking for Henry. He's got it. Henry with a stiff arm. And a first down. He's doing it all this year. Derrick Henry with an 11-yard reception.
The most impressive thing is this is just a natural hands catch. Yeah, the stiff arm's pretty impressive, but the ability to catch that ball in those hands softly, like Derrick Henry had, that sends a bad message to the rest of the league that watch out. I can do more than just run over you.
Henry has 12 catches this year. His career high in receptions is 19. He gets a breather here. Tannehill play fake. Fires right. Dangerous pass is caught. Westbrook-Akina reels it in. Kenny Moore was closing quickly, and for a second there, it looked like he was going to have another interception.
At the top of the route, Akina chops his feet a bunch, and it takes him a while to get out of the break. If you're really driving that corner off and you're making him think you're going to run by him, he won't be able to stop and plant at the ball. But that time, Akina got at the top of that route, started to chop his feet. And the ball was a little late and inside also.
Injury update.
Come on, defense.
Is out for the game with
God damn.
Henry's still on the sideline right next to Julio Jones. It's McNichols on the carry. And he breaks across the 40-yard line. 5-yard run for Jeremy McNichols. And now Henry returns to the field. Tell you what, James, we were wondering how the left side of the Titans' offensive line would hold up due to the injuries to Lewan and Saffold in the recent weeks, and it looked pretty good to me.
I know you don't have your receivers in, but DeForest Buckner is on the sideline. Now is when you want to take a shot play down the field.
And off Henry. This time not able to break through. But the time continues to tick as we approach 5.5 to go. Coming up, State Farm postgame show. We go to the guys in New York for all the latest NFL scores and highlights. Coming up on the State Farm postgame show. Big play here. 3rd down and 4.
Come on, defense.
Right on the edge.
You're down by 6.
The chains and a big 3rd down conversion.
Pruitt had 3 receptions last week. It was a big spark for them against the Seattle Seahawks. And that play right there, just finding a hole in the middle, ball a little bit off target, extending and making that big 3rd down reception.
South Bend, Indiana native with a clutch catch against the Indianapolis Colts. And that keeps the clock moving as we move closer to 4 minutes to go. Tennessee moving down the field without A.J. Brown and Julio Jones. They're right at this man, Henry, but he is buried by Muhammad.
Good.
Now Qadim Muhammad has done a good job stuffing the run today. A loss of 1.
You do realize I'm not a Bears fan, right? I'm just pointing out the obvious here. I'm definitely not a Bears fan.
At what point does Frank Reich start to consider using his timeouts?
If you can get a stop here, you really would love to be able to force Tennessee into a must-pass situation on 3rd down and hope you can get an incompletion. Talked about 9 in the box. There are 10 guys up around the line of scrimmage.
Tannehill, he might try to keep this one again. He will. And he is... That's the 3rd time today that you thought Tannehill was going to go to the ground or go out of bounds, and he just kept on running.
You've got to have your head in the game if you play quarterback. And look at the sprint by Muhammad, and then here by Tannehill to stay in bounds and keep that clock moving.
We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from Lowe's.
Fuck around if you want, dude.
Indianapolis uses its first timeout, and that last run by Tannehill has now given him a career high in rushing yards in a game. He's got 3 carries for 58 yards.
Not a bad average, almost 20 yards per carry.
First down and 10 with 3:17 on the clock. Henry up to the 15. Kenny Moore makes the tackle, and Frank Reich immediately calls timeout. So the Colts have 1 remaining. We said it right on the first drive. Look for Ryan Tannehill to run some today. Oh, he's got a new career high, and James has been kind of a coy. He's running a little bit in the sense that you thought he was going down a couple of times.
Exactly. You would think that he'd be going to the turf, but he's stepping through tackles. He makes part, heady job by Tandem each and every time he's decided to take off and run.
And we asked him because in the first 2 games, Tennessee only had 3 completions of longer than 20 yards. And he said, look, it can be frustrating, but I'm just going to take what the defense gives us. And he is showing that here today with his legs. 2nd and 10. Tannehill looking to throw, chucks one up towards the end zone.
Good.
And that does a huge favor to the Colts because it stops the clock and they don't have to use their final timeout.
And just a 2-receiver route where you didn't even have one of your tight ends or your running back, Derrick Henry, checking down behind, past the line of scrimmage in front of the linebacker.
Third down and 10. Julio Jones does not even have his helmet on anymore. He's just holding it in his hand.
Good. 3rd down and 10. Come on, defense. Let's go, baby. Get an interception.
I hope that they miss it. This is Tommy Hudson. And Hudson with his 2nd career catch. Stopped short of a first down, and Frank Reich uses his final timeout with 3:02 to go.
Come on, miss this motherfucker.
Julian Blackman a little slow to get up, but now he is up and on his feet. And out comes Randy Bullock.
Miss it. No, he's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. He's gonna fucking make it.
Has not attempted a field goal so far today.
Then it goes back up to a 9-point game.
Easily clear the line of scrimmage. Well, most teams don't have a defensive.
Look at that fucking stomach on his fat ass.
Buckner, who at 6'7" has that long reach, the ability to penetrate. He's going to be right in line with how the kicker's kicking it. So the kicker is kicking it from the right hash. So DeForest Buckner is going to be right in that gap between the left guard and center and try and squeeze his body in and extend his hands upward.
It's a 32-yard attempt for the veteran Randy Bullock to once again make it a 2-score game with 3:02 on the clock. Bullock's kick on the way, and it is good. Tennessee back up by 9. Tannehill was the star of that drive with that big 28-yard run.
So Buckner had a little bit of the penetration, but the offensive line did a nice job kind of taking his wheels out from under him where he could extend, but he couldn't jump and extend.
Tannehill all smiles as he's on the verge of becoming 20-9 since taking over as the starting quarterback here in Tennessee. Three touchdown passes, new career high rushing for Tannehill. And a touchback. Let's revisit your keys to the game, James.
Well, we talked about for the Indianapolis Colts getting some takeaways. They've been able to do that. They've gotten those points off the takeaways. But for the Tennessee Titans, 20-plus carries. Derrick Henry has 28 carries. And the other thing that the Tennessee Titans have not done so far is giving up that big pass play over the top. They've given up some medium-range plays, but nothing over everybody's head deep.
What's up, Convicted? How's it going? Thank you for the likes. Thanks for sharing the live. Appreciate it, Convicted. Too sweet to you.
This is a 2-minute drill. You got.
They cannot stop the clock outside of the 2-minute warning.
Colts are garbage.
Colts are becoming the new Lions.
Wentz over the middle, broken up. Kevin Byard got a hand on that one for Tennessee.
Kevin Byard is a fearless defender in that when he sees something in front of him and he reads it, he's going to burst and break on the ball. You see, it almost looks like it's going to be an easy completion to Pascal over the middle, but there's Byard in there to get a hand in.
Chris Reed remains at left guard, playing for the injured Quentin Nelson.
Let's see how Jeffrey Simmons, number 98, pushes that pocket in the middle.
Wentz, Adeni's got him, and there's the sack. Ola Adeni with another big day. A flag has come out right in front of the Tennessee sideline.
Thrown right at David Long, who was covering Boyle. Jack Doyle.
7th time Wentz has been hit today. 6 of the 7 have come in the second half. And then Adeni was able to blow past Eric Fisher on that play.
Illegal contact. Defense number 35. 5-yard penalty.
Chris Jackson, the guilty party.
So you got a 5-yard check rule. You're up to about 10 right there where you make the first initial contact. Doesn't help that the guy goes to the ground. In the NBA, I think he might get a fine for flopping.
Colts will take it. They're running out of time here. 2:27 to go. Pressure's coming again. Wentz to Mo Alley Cox. And he runs out of bounds just across the 50.
Well, you got to
3-yard gain.
think about what you need in this sequence, Andrew. You need a field goal, and then you need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So I think the minute that you hit inside the 35-yard line, you kick the field goal. You take that field goal, then you try and go for the onside kick after that.
And with no timeouts left, Colts cannot go back on defense. So, got to figure out a way to score and score quickly twice.
No shit.
Is tackled at the 45 by David Long.
That might have been better served to be an incompletion as opposed to picking up 3 yards and time ticking off the clock. You got to get this snap up before the 2 minutes.
I don't think they're gonna. Nope. They needed to try to snap that football before the 2-minute warning. 3rd down when we come back.
That's what we gotta see. Critics are raving about the many saints of Newark.
And doing on your merit badges.
Plan to do a lot more.
Antonio Soprano.
This kid's got what it takes.
Oh!
We have a winner, ladies and gents.
Saints of Newark, a Soprano story. Rated R. Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield.
I'm happy she's renovating her kitchen, but if I have to hear about subway tile one more time...
I know, right? She acts like she's the first person to ever put it in her home.
Hello, 1904?
Cute. Oh, there she goes. Oh, driving a new car, but couldn't donate to my walk of fun.
She's a good egg, though.
You know what she is? She is. Did you hear she's pulling her kids out of tennis?
Stop it. Again?
Hitting the road this summer? Not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile covers more interstate highway miles with 5G than the other guys. T-Mobile, America's largest, fastest, most reliable 5G network.
The FanDuel Fantasy League. Make your dream team a reality. Again and again. Make the costs go up and down and up again. The team rises in the ranks with every play all day long. Get your lineup just right. You can make big season-long wins without the season-long wins. Every small moment adds up to one big one at FanDuel Fantasy. New customers get up to a $500 bonus on your first deposit. FanDuel, make every moment more.
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Bud Light. If you drink, don't drive. decide to ride. And by T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
2 minutes to go in Nashville, and the Titans trying to run their record to 2-1, looking to close out the Colts at Nissan Stadium. No timeouts remaining for Indianapolis. Third down and 3. Wentz, and he's got Pittman for the first down. Pittman tackled at the 36-yard line by Jenkins, and the Colts going quickly again.
All right, first down and 10. We're losing, but it's all right.
He's only hit 1 from 50 in his career. Hines can't get out of bounds. Clock continues to tick. Little pushing and shoving after.
You've got guys over there trying to get your runner off the ground, but come on, get lined up, get the next play done. You get 5 more yards, you got to get the field goal kicker out there and kick the field goal.
Wentz offense can't take a sack here, and he looks it incomplete. I think that's a case where if Wentz was feeling 100%, he could have ran up the middle for a few extra yards to get those yards you mentioned to kick the field goal.
You do get a stoppage of the clock there, but you're right. Wentz, you can't see behind you, but he knew that he just didn't have enough speed to run away from somebody if they were chasing him, and there was someone in relatively close position to him.
From here, it would be a 51-yard field goal attempt. Blankenship's career long is 53.
I talked to Bubba Ventura, the special teams coach, off the field before the game. He said he's good from at least 55. He just has a smooth motion. He's put on some weight, some strength, even though he doesn't look like it. But his kicking, ball just jumps off his foot. So the clock has been stopped here.
Mike Vrabel
right now, I would almost, if I'm the Colts, decide to take the field goal attempt right here. I know you're not in ideal position, but you're not going to run a lot of time off the clock and then go for the onside kick.
Coming up, State Farm postgame show, we go to the Crew in New York for all the latest NFL scores and highlights. It's coming up on the State Farm
Colts ain't going for it.
postgame show.
And Colt said, fuck that.
Well, Frank Reich, your former teammate in Buffalo, and he is not going to kick it here, even though the clock is stopped. Third down and 7.
And if they gain yardage, the ball is going to be in play, the clock is going to be running, so you're only going to have less time than on your minute 8 that you have right now.
Wentz, he's taking a deep shot down the field, and it's incomplete. Intended for Pittman. Jenkins had the coverage. And now you would think Frank Reich would send out Blankenship to attempt the field goal.
And this is close. You're going after Jackrabbit Jenkins. He's playing it. There's a little bit of handwriting, but not enough to draw the flag. Let him play late in the game.
Wentz stood in there and was tossed down by Landry, and there was a bit of a delay, but now Reich does send out his kicker, Blankenship. This would be a season-long 51-yard field goal. In his career, he is only 1 of 3 from 50 yards or longer. Blankenship, and that one is no good. And that will do it here in Nashville. Blankenship had a very good rookie season, but he is not known for his distance. And now just 1 of 4 in his career from beyond 50 yards.
Just tailing off or moving to the right. You watch it during pregame warm-ups, 45, 50 yards, nailed them through. But those are kicks where there's nothing on the line. You're free to swing it. go at the ball, you got to take that same thing to the field later on during the course of the ball game.
So last year, Tennessee went 5-1 against the division, and they're keeping it rolling here in 2021 by taking out the Colts on their home turf. And for Indianapolis, it's their first 0-3 start in 10 years. That was the season they started 0-13, ended up getting the #1 pick in Andrew Luck. So the Titans finished with a -3 turnover margin. It's the first time the Titans have won a game with -3 or worse since 2007.
Alright, guys. That's it. Colts lose. See you guys in the next one.